Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Discworld Noir with the ever wonderful Perrin.
Hello.
I think I need to adjust her volume a little bit because of microphone settings. Would you mind just saying
How's it
something?
going? Hello, this is me talking as a test.
Whoa, it's a test. It's successful. I think. Badly spelled welcome in. Oh my goodness, we have lots of people in. Oh my word. Hello, all of you lovely people whose names
Hello.
I can't read anymore. I've lost the
You
ability to read text.
Crackling a little bit more.
Oh, hang on. The cable's still in the way. Am I still crackling? Is it all going away? Okay.
It's a little bit crackly, but I can deal with it. I don't
Son of
know
a
why
bitch.
it was fine during the test.
It was, right? It's nonsense. In any case.
I'm blonde today. You can't
Yeah.
tell because it's black and white filter, but my hair is
you can
platinum
definitely
blonde.
You can see the difference for sure. I showed Perrin a quick little preview of myself in a fedora, and she was like, "You know what I should do? I should do like slime fatale." And I was like, "Perrin, you're the fucking best." It's just the noir flavor, exactly. Rach gets it. It's all authentic to the time period. It's the crackly audio that you got on old films.
Exactly.
So this is Discworld Noir. We both played it when we were young. How long ago has it been since since you played it? Do you reckon?
Over 15 years.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably more or less the same for me, if not more. I definitely last played this before I'd read any Discworld. So I'm excited to see how much more I understand now. Prin's still a little quiet. Thank you. I'll nudge her up a bit, hopefully.
It appears it's only crackling when you're loud, it seems. Like when you speak quite quietly, it doesn't crackle so much. I'm not telling you to shut up. I'm just saying.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily disagree. Oh my word, hang on. Mine looks like it's going into the red. Why is it doing that? Uh-oh. Sorry, we're doing tech nonsense again, I guess.
It's fine.
It's fine, as long as it's not too bad. Sorry. What were you saying?
No, everyone's fine with a little bit of tech nonsense per stream. It's fine.
It's just how it goes. Crackles are probably what's pushing it. Yeah, I guess. I just don't know why it's happening.
Yeah.
I should try and have a fiddle off stream and figure it out. Right, let's get on with a mystery, shall we? Shall we solve a case?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So we have an intro cutscene. Is he gonna read it out? I guess not. Everyone on the disc knows the legend of Eleanor of Sort. Or at least, everyone knows a legend of Eleanor of Sort, or Crinix, or El Harib. Ask most people, and they'll tell you that she was the cause of the Sortian Wars. Because that's most people, and she'll tell you the party. Oh my god, I can't read it fast enough. Oh god! It's too fast!
Most people tell you the real Sortian was the little known goddess called Arato was at the wedding. Valerian Theatre Emperors of Frisbee or
You need to be like a real fast talking 1920s kind of guy. The resulting fight between all the stately war gods would have ruined the wedding had not engraved Lagunclia. See? Now listen here, you. The argument went on here for so long, the passing dog managed to borrow the falcon. Okay.
I don't remember this being in the game.
No, but equally that's hardly surprising, considering it was like half my lifetime ago. I suppose she has something to do with the moon, I reckon. How? That's nonsense. Yeah, this intro cutscene may mostly be a bit of a pixely mess. I think it looks okay for now, but a lot of it is very dark.
It looks brighter on the stream than on my Discord. So
I have upped the brightness a little bit.
Yeah.
To hopefully make it less, make things determinable, because a lot of this game, being a noir inspired thing, is quite dark, which may not blend well. Magic Sword happened all those years ago. This almost sort of quirky music for a dramatic chase scene. I remember being really scared by this intro. I'm not surprised. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Stabbed!
Oh, he's been so stabbed.
He got murdered.
Extreme murder. I wasn't told this would be a murder game. By my memories.
Is that blood?
Better not be.
Is that a puddle?
It can. I think it's both. I think it's a puddle of blood. Well, now. It's a bloodle, yeah.
I've had some bad days.
Oh, it's a little bit quiet.
Started work as a
Let me
private investigator.
up that a bit.
But I'd never woken up dead before.
How's that?
It all started the
Did that
week
change?
before, on a cold and wet September day in Ankh-Morpork.
I think so.
The oldest and most depraved of all the cities on the Discworld. But hey, you've got
Rob Brad. I knew the voice was familiar. It's fucking good. Good voice.
Very good voice.
It's just as well since
I'd
it's our
been working
player
as a
character.
PI for a little over a month, and business was slow. Hiring an investigator to look into your business requires trust. And the amount of trust in Ankh-Morpork wouldn't fill a cup. And it's a small cup I'm talking about. Sure, people trust that you don't get on the wrong side of the patrician.
Oops.
People
well known.
trust that you don't walk into the shades alone. People trust that the Assassin's Guild will fulfill their contracts or double your money back. Yeah, people even trust death. Just don't ask them to trust their mothers.
Mothers are well known, the most fiendish scoundrels in all of Ankh-Morpork. It's just the way of things. Okay, I've tried boosting it again a bit.
It's louder, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
a bit quiet.
Let me know if it starts
Weird,
drowning anyone
these-
out.
Mr. Luton?
If
Here?
I'm not, I should fire the guy
Sorry,
who
Brent?
painted the door.
The
So
talking
this
bits
is
are
what
a lot
private
quieter than the
investigator
music.
looks like.
I
I
will have a look at
expected
that.
Someone more heroic.
Heroism costs extra. What can I do for you, Miss...
Mrs. Actually. And
Actually.
the name is Carlotta.
Ah, Carlotta.
Okay, Mrs. Actually. Carlotta it is. What's a girl like you doing out on a night like this?
I want to hire you, Mr. Luton.
Please, call me Luton. Mr. sounds so formal.
How much do you charge for a simple investigation?
I don't know. I've never had a simple investigation. A tricky one is 20 a day.
I'll give you
I'm
200 in advance.
so loving
plus
this
expenses.
old 3D aesthetic.
200, I guess I should
Yeah.
treat you with some respect.
Oh, I wouldn't ask a guy like you to attempt the
Like
impossible.
finishes
What's
his
the case?
dialogue and then
I want you
freezes
to
in
find a
place.
man named Mundy.
Why do you want to find Mundy?
Do you know him?
No. And this case will go a lot faster if you let me ask the questions.
You like to be in control, don't you, Luton?
If
And
you don't
Carlotta's
pull the
boobs.
strings, then you're the puppet. Tell me about you and Mundy.
I've been a lonely
I'm
woman,
Luton's boobs.
Luton.
You amaze me.
Be surprised.
Shocked, maybe, but not surprised.
Mundy is my lover, Luton. Or used to be. He's been away for a while, over in Sort. He came back to Ankh-Morpork a couple of days ago on the Milka. But he didn't come to see me. I think he may be having an affair. You're
Scandal.
wondering whether my husband knows about it.
Actually, I was wondering when you were going to give me the money.
My husband passed away several years ago.
I hope the poor guy was smiling at the time. Is there anything you can tell me about Mundy that might help me find him?
He's got blue eyes, brown hair, and a black heart. You'd like him.
Has he got any friends in Ankh-Morpork?
Does anyone?
How tall is he?
I don't know. I don't picture him standing up.
What was Mundy's business in Sort?
I don't know. I never asked about his work, and he never told me.
Must be a very straightforward relationship.
As simple as they come.
Where can I find the ship he came in on?
Down at the wharf.
Have you been there yourself?
I avoid places like that. Women and seamen.
Forget I asked. This is a bad neighborhood for you to come into alone, Carlotta.
I can take care of myself.
I believe you.
Good. Trust is important.
I said I believed you. I never said I trusted you.
Well,
Don't you like me, Luton?
I like a lot of things. I like dogs, but I wouldn't trust one not to bite me.
I won't bite.
Shame. I haven't been bitten in a long while. I'd better get started on your case. Where can I contact you?
I'll be in touch. Be seeing you, Luton.
I hoped I would see her again, because she still hadn't paid.
Oh, the music is suddenly
Still,
drowning him out very
that
much.
a beautiful woman offered me a case. Frankly, it wasn't often that anybody offered me a case. And 200 would certainly help pay the rent, if I had anything left over from my bar bill.
It's so good, right, Tam?
I love that little sting.
Right. It's forever burned into my memory. Okay, let's have a look at audio. I think this game does have separate sliders.
There we go. So, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that we have... Hang on.
Subtitles displayed?
I believe so. Let's have a look.
Sapient pear
Ah, there we go.
comes from a plant so magical that it is totally impervious to all forms of magic, and so valuable that thieves have cut each other's throats to own it. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford a desk made out of it, so I made do with pine. It's a nice desk, though.
It's so good.
It's amazing. So, how was the sound balance on that bit? Just so I know. So we can get all of the troubleshooting out of the way now.
Yeah, let's ask chat.
Let's
'Cause I've got it all-
let's go to
Got
the
it all
folks at
set
home.
up so it sounds good for me, but it'll sound differently on the stream.
Yeah, it's okay. I've boosted up even more. Let's listen out.
Sapient pearwood comes from a plant so magical that it is totally impervious to all forms of magic, and so valuable that
We'll be hearing this
unfortunately, I
dialogue a
couldn't
lot
afford a desk
in
made
this
out of it,
test.
so I made do with pine. It's a nice desk, though.
I definitely crackle up. What? Oh, I'm angry now. Hang on. I'm gonna try just unplugging it and plugging it in again. Unless it's just because.
Cause of unplugs. We'll never know. Hi. A little bit. It's fine. Yeah.
This is driving me mad.
Yeah.
Have each of it? Yeah, I'm thinking it's. I don't know how to make it not. How to get everything balanced properly for that. Didn't change. Okay. It's no.
Yeah,
it's
that's what we're
definitely.
going with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely intentional and not me giving my computer too much homework.
Yeah.
Prince finds it's not Discord audio. I mean, yeah. Hang on. Let me just try.
I love
think-
the music.
I think we won't really be able to test if this is actually doing anything for a little bit, unless I talk.
That
for-
seems worse.
That seems worse.
Yeah.
I've not done anything that you'd be able to hear theoretically.
Oh.
as of
Oh
yet.
God.
Hang on. Let me just. Okay, I've now done the same thing for you. Is that any better on your end?
On stream, it's good. Oh, okay.
I've changed the same thing for you. So am I still crackling on your end? But
You are. Shall I leave the call and come back?
I guess. Hang on, let me just
I'll
make sure
try
I've
it.
not missed something in Discord. Sorry about this, folks. We're getting it working.
Yeah, because if you unplug it and plug it back in,
Mm.
it could change. Like Discord goes to default or something, so you might have
Yeah.
to change that again.
Well, that's the thing. I was going through voice mod before,
Mhm.
and now I'm not on either
Oh,
Discord or on OBS.
okay.
So I don't know why it's still crackling for you.
I'll disconnect and come back.
Sounds good. Give it a go.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's my little face down there. Hello again. Hello. Am I still crackling for you, or is it okay?
If it's not crackling on stream, then I can deal with it. It's fine.
Okay. That is very odd.
Don't worry about
though.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So we've sorted out one of the problems. Now we need to check the audio balance of everything. Let me just. Okay.
Yeah, you sound a little bit quieter.
Yeah, that's fine. I can. If I do that, that maybe. Has that helped anything, or is that exactly the same?
I've turned you up on Discord.
Cool.
So it's fine.
How's it for you guys at home? Is that good? Is that an okay volume, or do I need to turn me up again? I think I still need to turn the game up a bit. Sounds good, but nice. Okay. So I can turn the game up a bit from the thing. Okay, that seems good. Let's have Luton say something.
Sapient pearwood comes from a
Let's
plant so magical
talk over Luton a
that
bit.
it is totally impervious.
I'm going to talk over
all
Luton.
forms of
He's
magic.
going on about
three
his
times.
fucking
The
desk.
thieves have cut
No one
coats to
cares.
own it. Unfortunately,
we get
I
it,
couldn't
you're very
afford
funny.
a desk made out of it, so
I care
I
a
made
little
do with
bit.
pine. It's a nice desk, though.
You know what I remembered?
What?
I've got a packet of Rebels in the kitchen that I forgot
Ooh.
about.
I mean, if
So.
you want to go and get it for snacking, you feel free.
I may in a bit.
I do have voice meter any. I've maybe not got it set up optimally for this purpose, but in any case, if it seems to be going okay now,
Yeah.
Then-
if it sounds good on stream, then
yeah,
we're all good.
then we're all sorted. I can hear Pern
Hooray!
fine, Pern can hear me, chat can hear us all.
Now we can love the game.
Now we can just enjoy the wonders that is Discworld Noir, probably. I don't remember the game.
I'd purchased the imp-powered coffee bean machine from Cut-Me-Own-Throat
Dis-moi
Dibbler, the man whose name was the byword for quality. With CMOT Dibbler, you could say bye to quality. I'll say this for the ICBM. It made coffee strong enough to blow your head off. On the downside, the imp tended to use most of the beans to fuel its own addiction. Some days the poor thing was so jittery the coffee machine would vibrate off the shelf.
I missed that at first, but I just like glanced over to see a tiny Pern rapidly expanding.
I was being small.
You were. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Right.
You can have Rebels when you solve the case, damn it.
Yeah.
It's Rachel. Thank you.
Rach is being the commissioner, I guess. Damn it, Dumamori!
I could hardly carry the desk around, even if I wanted to.
I mean, I thought you might look in it, but okay, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Did you pay any attention to what we're doing? We're looking for...
Well, we've got to look for Monday.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Carlotta
at
had
the
hired me to
wharf.
track down Mundy. At the beginning, that was pretty much all I knew about him.
Okay, let's head down to the wharf then, shall we?
Yeah, the Milka.
Look for the
which
Milka.
is a delicious chocolate bar, but in this it is a boat.
Maybe it's same for both. Maybe have you tried eating the boat? Have you tried
have
sailing
not.
on the chocolate? Well, there you go.
Shut up!
The wharf was on the
How would I
upmarket
do
side
either
of
of
the river,
those
in the city of Ankh. The Moorpork docks on the other side of the river were not a place wise travelers disembarked at. But then again, wise travelers tried to avoid Ankh-Morpork altogether. But if you traveled a lot, it was hard to miss. Like malaria.
Ankh-Morpork is the malaria of cities. It's on their
This
postcards.
game's so funny.
I'm delighted so far.
Let's harass the sailor.
Let's try to, at least. Is it a transition over to there? I guess it
I
is.
think, yeah.
Hello, fella. Hello, sailor.
Something told me I wasn't going to learn anything useful from the sailor.
What?
Why?
Rude. Sailors
even
can
gonna
be
ask
useful.
him?
Not even gonna try, Luton? You call yourself a fucking private investigator? You won't even talk to the only person here?
No, that guy
crypt.
doesn't look
What
like he
more could I
knows
say?
anything.
This guy looks utterly useless to my case. I don't need to know.
I don't think kneecapping myself would be a good idea here. First. Yeah,
I mean,
you should make one. You should make a point-and-click game.
Oh, I would play the hell out of a point-and-click game Michael made. So we got
Me
a purse.
My purse might not have been my most valued possession, but I sure felt happier when it was full than when it was empty.
Mood. That's literally all we have right now. Okay. And we can't talk to the guy.
Are you the first mate?
Ah! Shiver me timbers! Hoist the main brace!
Let's start again. Are you the first mate?
Aye!
Aye.
That I be!
You're not going to get any money off me, so you can drop the fake accent.
Sorry, you know how it is. Some people are stupid enough to fall for that sort of thing. What can I do for you?
Okay, so we can...
What a weird talking animation.
It's creepy, right?
It's so creepy.
That's how I talk all the time.
When do you sail?
As soon as we've got her loaded.
How much is passage?
Where are you looking to go?
I don't know. Sort, perhaps.
We've just come from there. It'll be a long time before we get back there again.
Did you bring any passengers?
Sure. We always try to take a couple of passengers. They pay their way, and if there's a big storm, they are very useful as to sacrifice to the angry sea gods. Of course, we tell people they were washed over the side.
Naturally.
Naturally. Something told me we didn't hire a voice actor for this sailor. Yeah, there you go.
I think there's about 3 voice actors in this whole...
Yeah, pretty much.
And one of them's Crichton, and one of them's Neil from The Young Ones.
And an all-star cast. So we can ask about the milkers, passengers, and sacrifices.
What were the
Yes.
passengers on the last voyage like?
There were 3 of them. One of them seemed all right, but the other 2, I don't
5
know about them.
credited VAs.
There was something strange about them.
We've written down there was just strange passengers.
Something strange about them.
Something strange about them.
Do you sacrifice passengers often?
No. The captain doesn't like it. He says it's bad for business. I said that we were advertising ourselves as offering an exciting tour of the Circle C. But he pointed out that most people would expect the tour to be above the water. If I
I
had
think
my
people are
way,
just
we'd have
being
thrown
too
some people off
demanding
the
then.
last voyage.
Bad omens?
The whole crew had a bad feeling of dread from the moment we set off.
Looking at the state of the ship, that doesn't come as a surprise.
It does sound like Hagrid.
It does, right? I think it's maybe the accent is carrying a lot of that, to be fair.
Yeah.
They're both gruff with the same accent, but at the same time.
Yeah.
Tell us about... We apparently can't talk to... Oh, is this separated off into... Ah, okay. I
Yeah, so
forgot
the
about
Mundy
this.
case,
Mm.
and then...
There's the Mundy case, there's people and... Is that... Cases. The Mundy case. Contents. Case. Carlotta and suspects. Okay. Or contacts and suspects.
Contacts, that's the one.
Contacts. It's... Cursive is hard. Who would even use it? Mundy case. Tell me about
Was there a
Mundy.
man named Mundy on the last voyage?
It's funny you should ask that. You're the second person today to have an interest in
Was the
Monday.
first one
Who was the
Carlotta?
first?
A dwarf. He didn't give his name. I don't think he was from round here, though.
What about Mundy? What was he like?
I don't pry into the passenger's
like-
business. But for a man who came on board pretty happy, he seemed pretty unsettled when he left. Not that I blame him. Something was definitely amiss on this last voyage.
Do you know where he is now?
Monday? No. Like I said, I don't pry into passengers' business.
Unless you actually look through their luggage after they've been washed over the side.
Hey, what are you inferring?
I'm not inferring anything. I'm implying that you might have had a look at their luggage at one point.
If I had, I certainly wouldn't admit it to you.
Which either means you didn't look, or you didn't find anything of interest.
You better watch your steps, son. It's not good to make accusations like that.
Don't worry. Anything we discuss is strictly between you, me, and anyone else I tell.
Anyone else die tell. My stepson? Carlotta.
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid.
Oh, I remember
What was
hearing
strange
that
about
over
these
and over.
passengers?
I don't know. One of them
Doesn't ring
seemed
any
kind
bells.
of
Doesn't ring any bells, I'm
foreign.
afraid.
I mean, more foreign than most.
There's definitely
More
gonna be
foreign than most.
lots of lines that every now and then I'm like, oh my god, that's burned into my brain as well.
Since that was who I'd learned about that from in the first place, I didn't feel I had much to gain by going over old ground.
I can't help but feel that they're the perfect person to ask for further details on something, but okay.
Yeah.
If you insist. A whole +2 to foreign.
Rough him up, Luton.
Punch his face. Milka.
This is the Milka, isn't it?
That's what it says on the prow.
It's impossible to read anything written on that hull.
Just because you can't read it doesn't mean it isn't there. Reality is subjective, after all.
Don't get all existential with me.
It was more ontological than existential.
That's a really bad habit you've got there.
What? Oh, sorry. I picked up a bad case of philosophy in Ephebi a couple of years ago, and I haven't been able to get rid of it since. Just can't seem to shake it off. Normal as anything 1 minute. Next moment, I'm wondering if anything can truly be said to exist. A bit of a drawback when you're supposed to be navigating.
Oh, we've all been there.
Okay. Assuming the existence of an objective shared universe, is this the Milka?
Yes.
Can I have a look on board?
No.
That better not be some kind of philosophical objection.
No one gets on board without Captain Jenkins' permission.
Where is the captain?
I don't know. But you could try the Cafe Ankh. He usually goes there when he's in Ankh-Morpork. If it exists, of course.
I like this guy.
He's amazing.
Great.
At the same time, game, we're only like half an hour in. You can't have us questioning all of reality already.
Well, safe voyage, if that's possible.
Cool. Let's head to the Cafe Ankh then. See if we can find this captain.
Do it.
So I do like this map where it's like you can see everything, but each of the places you can go only sort of get highlighted
Yeah.
as you learn about
And
them.
sometimes it's really hard to tell what's
Yeah,
highlighted.
it's like this building looks extremely highlighted right now, but it ain't.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think
got white walls.
That's Studopolis Yard, maybe.
I think you're right. It's either that or the temple? Or is that the
Ooh,
temple?
could be. Can't remember.
We'll find out
It's
eventually.
been a while, as we
Yeah.
said.
Does the disc have electric lights?
Magic.
I mean, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it.
They're all magic. They're all powered by magic. I think that's actually it.
That would make
Because
sense.
there's a bit in one of the Discworld, the Guard series I read quite recently, and they mentioned like what was supposed to be like a big neon sign, but it was powered by magic.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then that would track.
Ooh.
Oh, this guy. Where's my mouse gone?
It was a blow when you met her.
I'm sad this doesn't have subtitles.
He's great.
I love him. Dracula got pipes. I hope we're meant to listen to this before Luton turns up and it's not broken. Hey, there we go. It looks like he's gonna go beat him
I
up.
thought I told you never to
I'm
play
idiot.
that song again. Oh, sorry, Mr. Luton. It's just I wasn't expecting you to call by tonight. You weren't expecting me? It's only been 8 years, Samael. I guess
Samael.
my memory ain't what it used to be. I don't know why Samael put up with my temper. He could have broken every bone in my body if he'd wanted to. But that's what made him special, I guess. That he'd take almost any kind of abuse from the clientele, and he'd still be there at the piano, playing better than anyone else in Ankh-Morpork.
He's a consummate professional, Samael.
He's incredible. Look who it is on that table.
Oh! Okay, who do we
It's
talk
a
to
boy!
first? I think we gotta talk to the boy.
Hello, Nobby.
Hello, Luton. How you been keeping?
I've been worse. Of course, I've been better, too. And I've been a hell of a lot better and not much worse.
That's good, isn't it?
Don't worry. If Commander Vimes sees us together, I'll tell him I made you talk to me.
It's not that I don't like you, Luton. I mean, we was friends and all. But it's just, well...
It's just he'd bite your head off if he saw you talking to me.
He'd go spare.
I was just thinking that, Snow. It's just Rob Brydon talking to Rob Brydon. And you know what? I'm here for it.
How you been keeping, Nobby? How's the rest of the watch?
Yeah, Rob
Not so
Brydon
bad,
does
Luton. Been keeping myself
voices.
busy. Been working with Sergeant Colon.
How is old Fatty Colon?
Still fat. I'll tell him I saw you.
No, you won't.
Okay, so maybe I won't. I was just being trite.
Polite.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, Nobby. Bless his socks.
I love Nobby.
I guess
The
I
best,
never really
right?
understood why it was that you didn't get kicked out as well, Nobby.
Me? I ain't never done nothing wrong.
Don't give me that, Nobby. When you were serving as quartermaster under the Duke of Pseudopolis, it was widely known that several items from the stores were found in your kit.
That was all above board. I had all the paperwork for him.
Your kit at the time consisted of 2 warehouses. I just think Vimes had a grudge against me.
Luton, I know you're my friend and all, but you took a bribe.
Are you trying to tell me you never took a bribe?
Never.
The ham from Harga's House of Ribs?
Evidence.
The pocket clock from the Suicide in the Shades?
I wanted something to remember him by.
The money in the petty cash box?
Mislaid by someone.
Misappropriated by you?
I never misanthropated anything.
I just want to understand why it was that you could get away with all your petty theft, and I couldn't get away with one act of weakness.
Well, you see,
Just say it, Nobby. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
well, I reckon Mr. Vimes thinks that a bit of petty theft ain't something to get excited about. I ain't admitting anything, mark you. Nothing's ever been proved. Got compared to some of the stuff that goes on in this city. But someone who's taken a bribe, well, that's like allowing the rich to avoid justice.
That wasn't
Everything
why I
is,
did it.
to be fair.
I know. But you know Vimes.
Yeah,
Bribes are
I know
just
Vimes
fines,
all right.
but in advance.
What's Vimes up to these days?
He got married.
Married? He was only ever married to his job.
Nah, straight up. He married
Got a
into
beautiful
nobility.
wife.
Hell
Old
yeah.
Stoneface in the nobility.
Best
That'd
lady in
drive
the
him
entire fucking
crazy.
series.
Well, he's sought nobility
Sybil.
himself now.
In a series of good
What?
ladies.
They made him
Let's
commander of the
not kid
watch.
ourselves.
And we got a great new premises down on Pseudopolis Yard. They're full of paintings and vases and all sorts.
Full?
Well, maybe not as full as when we moved in, but pretty full.
I'll have to call round sometime.
Yeah, that'd be good. We got a lot more members in the watch these days. And we got a new dartboard.
Whoa.
Life in
Hell
the
yeah.
fast lane, huh? Do you seriously think it's a good idea for me to call around? I mean, Vimes isn't gonna like it.
Whatever you may think about him, he's loyal to his job. I can't say he'll welcome you with open arms, but he won't stop you.
Shall we see what Nobby has to say about the case?
Yeah,
He's
I
entirely
say talk
unrelated.
to everyone about everything. That's how
That's-
we play adventure games.
That is the point and click way. Does this crowbar mean anything to you?
Have you seen my
Do
tool?
you know anything about a man named Mundy?
I'm not getting drawn
What do you think
into
about this
anything
red
while I'm
rubber
off
nose?
duty. Wait till I'm back at the yard.
What do you think of this tissue?
Have you heard of the Milka? It arrived in town a short
I've been
time
walking around
ago.
with that horrible
How long
tissue
ago?
The whole time.
3 days.
That's
Hey,
Hey, it came in
strange.
handy.
Why?
Well, there's been a string of odd murders in the last 3 days.
What do you mean,
Menace.
odd? I mean, this
didn't
is
know.
Ankh-Morpork we're talking about.
I'm not sure I should discuss the details with a pavilion.
A civilian, Nobby.
don't discuss it
How
with a
much have you
pavilion
had to
either.
drink?
I'm as sober as the day I was born.
That's a frightening thought.
Midas! Midas most foul. Mysterious murders.
Since that was who I...
Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that.
Since that was who I...
Since that
That's
was
all
who
you'll
I-
hear of that from
Yeah,
the
you'll be
rest
hearing
of
that
the
one a
game.
lot, specifically. Do you think I could fit this table in my pocket? What?
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
I'm not getting drawn into anything while I'm off duty.
I feel like you're
Wait
gonna
till
say
I'm
a
back
lot,
at the
a
yard.
lot. Hey.
Yeah, I
Do
think
you know
we
anything
might
about...
That's not much to
have
go on.
Oh.
You're a corporal in the watch. You're supposed to have a keen, insightful mind.
They brought that regulation in after I joined.
Has there been a dwarf around asking questions?
Can't this wait till I get back to the yard?
No,
I'm
I
off
know
duty.
now. Nobby.
Okay, Nobby.
Unprofessional. Fine.
What have we got in our bag?
I think just
money?
wallet. Yeah.
We can't
I
give them
suppressed
money,
the
can we?
urge to ask for
Oh.
money. I was broke, sure, but I wasn't that desperate.
Oh, go on. You know you wanna. You know he's probably got some from
Yeah.
somewhere else.
You got any vases? Give
Got
us
any
a
old
vase.
paintings
I'll catch
knocking
you
around
later,
in that
Nobby.
uniform of
Don't do
yours?
anything I wouldn't do.
Bit personal,
What's
don't you
that
think?
supposed to mean?
Well, don't get caught doing anything I wouldn't do.
Asking Nobby for money, yeah. Hang on, we got to examine Nobby though, right? Got it
Yeah.
now.
My old friend Nobby from the watch. I hadn't spoken to him in ages.
Whoa.
That it?
Luton showing the incredible restraint that literally no one else in the world has ever shown, and not describing
Yeah.
Nobby as an odd potato of a man.
Yeah, or like not human,
Yeah.
or like
Just
some
about
sort of
technically human because we don't know.
marsupial.
We don't know how else to taxonomically describe him.
Yeah.
Hey, Samael.
Samael. Oh yeah, he
I
takes a while
decided
to
not to
stop.
disturb
Oh, right.
Samael while he was working. The pianist, Samael, was one of Cafe Ank's greatest
me.
assets. Not only was he a first-rate musician, but there was something about him that made you think it'd be a bad idea to start any trouble.
Yeah, I really love this game. I'm having an absolute blast. We're only
Yeah.
barely in, and I'm already feeling both nostalgic and excited for what I don't
Me
know.
too.
Hell yeah!
And it's weird as well because it's like the first time I played this, I'd only read a couple of Discworld books, and it's like, I think that this is probably one of the things that got me into it. And
Yeah.
then I made Sean read them as well. I lent my books to Sean, and basically anyone who would read a book, basically, I made read Discworld.
As it should be. If you're literate, read Discworld.
Yeah.
They're just the best books, objectively. Yeah, like, as I say, I hadn't read any Discworld before playing this, I don't think. I think most
So
of
you
my
got
family
more
has.
like you're like familiar with the characters and stuff. It's a
Yeah,
lot more
it's
fun.
it's
I'm
it's
enjoying
it's,
it.
it's genuinely like anytime I came across any characters in the books that appeared in this, I was like, oh hey, like Nobby. Anytime I picture him here at this table.
Yeah.
Sad to be
Hello,
illiterate. All right, Captain Jenkins, what are you gonna tell us? I just realised there's a Bloody Mary there. Probably very Bloody Mary.
Are you Captain Jenkins?
That depends on who's asking.
Don't play games. I'm just after a few answers.
That song really put you in a bad mood, didn't it?
If you're trying to get me angry, it's working.
No need to get upset. You need to drink more and think less.
If I drank any more than I do now, I'd never think again.
That's the ticket.
I like how you can basically never see Luton's eyes. It's
Yeah.
real. It's real fitting the theme. That song made me completely change the way I talk.
So, you're the captain of the Milka.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
ordinarily I'd be happy being a captain of a fine ship like the Milka. But after this last voyage, I'm thinking of taking up farming.
tough journey.
I don't want to talk about it.
Go on, talk about it. Be a friend.
What was so
Tell
bad
us.
about the last voyage?
I told you I don't want to talk about it.
Sometimes it helps to talk about these things.
Why would I want to talk about it?
All right,
Because we're
let's
asking.
put that another way. I want to talk about it, and the sooner I finish talking to you, the sooner you can get back to drinking.
By that logic, my best bet would be to just ignore you and carry on drinking.
I was never much good at logic. I did home economics at school.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd let me have a look around on the Milka.
I was hoping that I was gonna make enough money to be able to buy myself a harem of exotic dancers called Chantel. But it looks like we're both gonna be disappointed.
I see how it is. We've got to come and bring him and a harem of exotic dancers called Chantal. And then he'll give us the information we want.
I need to pop this out again. Why are you being like this, Discord?
I was very worried by what you were referring to. I was like, "Pop that out. What's happening?"
Never you mind.
It's very personal, don't you think?
Should have muted. Crichton again, yeah.
Tell me about the Milka.
The Milka looks like a good ship.
You know nothing about ships, do you? She looks like exactly what she is. A rundown tramp schooner with no future.
Same.
Any chance I could look around her anyway?
All
She
I
sounds
want to
hot.
do is get the cargo loaded and get out of this godforsaken city. I don't need people snooping around on board.
Ah, come on, let us snoop real quick.
Let us have a little snoop.
Just a little snoop, you know, as a treat.
I understand you were carrying a man named Mundy on your ship.
What's it to you?
I was hoping to find him.
Owes you money, does he?
No, he's an old friend.
Him? You must think I'm as drunk as I look.
Aren't you?
Well, okay, so maybe I am.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Where is he now?
I've no idea. We picked him up in Sort a couple of weeks ago and we brought him here. That's about all I want to know about him.
Did he say what he was coming to Ankh-Morpork for?
I think he said he was meeting someone.
Who?
I can barely remember my own name, let alone something I overheard through a doorway last week.
What if we say that name? Assuming this is the one.
Seeing
What
as
do you
this
know
is how
about
I
a woman
learned.
named
Oh, there we go.
Carlotta?
There's no one I know.
No one I know.
On your last voyage, there were 3 passengers, right? Mundy and 2 others.
You tell me. You seem to know more about my ship than I do.
Maybe I should
I
be
just
the
want to
captain.
know what you can remember about them.
I remember that we picked them up in Ecclepon, and I know they had a lot of cargo. Oh, and one was a woman, and one was a man, I think.
You think he was a man?
There was something particularly foreign about him. I'm not sure
What?
Where's
What that
Ecclepon?
means.
Up near the hub. God's forsaken place. All there is to do there is drink and eat fish sandwiches with no tops on.
Sounds like
Why
a
would a
long
fish
way
sandwich
from
have a
the
top on
Circle
it?
C.
We got lost, all right. It's easy to mix up port and starboard when you've drunk too much port.
Hey.
Are they still on board?
Nope. We dropped them in Ankh-Morpork. And before you ask, I have no idea what they were doing here. That's not my business.
I was beginning to realize that Captain Jenkins only had 2 questions to ask his passengers. Where are you going? And how much money have you got? Has there been a dwarf around asking questions?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm obsessed with the way he says the word questions. Asking questions. Do you know anything about these mysterious murders?
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
I know that there are always murders in Ankh-Morpork. See Ankh-Morpork and die, they say. Often in the same day.
That's not a very helpful answer.
It wasn't a very sensible question.
Anything else? Nope. I think we're good with that. Do you want some money?
What's
I
boarding
suppressed
the
the
Milka
urge
say?
to ask for money.
I
I was
think
broke, sure,
he's-
but I wasn't that desperate.
I think we asked that already. I'll try again, but I think that's the what he responds with the harem of exotic dancers called Chantel to.
Is there any way I
Oh, no,
can
maybe not.
persuade you to let me on your ship?
Is there any way I can persuade you to
Let
go
us on your
away?
ship. It's a very easy quid pro quo there.
Well, we got rid of the dialogue option at least.
Hey!
I'll see you around, Captain.
Right. Well, we
Oh,
found...
Nobby's gone.
Nobby is gone. He did give us a new location, which I guess would be Sidopolis Yard, probably?
Yeah? Did he actually give us Sidopolis Yard?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there was a location at least.
Yeah.
So let's find
Okay,
out.
cool.
Alice.
Questions.
We've got very good hats. We're very appropriately dressed for the occasion. Well, hello, friend. Oh, hello, other friend.
The golem was loading wine barrels onto the cart, calmly and diligently. I would have pitied it, but there didn't seem much point. It was just magically animated clay.
I'm gonna take this crowbar, and you can't stop me. Okay, you can, apparently.
I figured the golem wouldn't notice that the crowbar had gone missing. Not that I'm saying it didn't need it, just that I'd figured I'd get away with stealing it.
Ah, we are very morally
With George
straight-laced.
So Barton.
Hell yeah. Look, I'm just saying, an adventurer without a crowbar is no adventurer at all, frankly. So time to use this on literally everything we come across.
Yes.
You can't go around jimmying every door open just because you can.
Why not?
Besides,
Why
I
not?
liked Samael, and I drew the line at breaking into the cafe's wine cellar without his permission.
Fine.
Where's that door go to? That one on the left.
This one. I think that goes back into the cafe, but let's find out. Yeah, sure enough.
Oh yeah, it does.
Worth a try, though. Gonna do a quick scan for any secret objects I might have missed.
No.
I think that's just
Oh,
going
that
to the
way.
captain.
Oh, does that just go to him?
I think that's just going to the captain. Oh, no.
Oh.
It doesn't look like it's going to much, but it's not going to the captain.
Can we look at the bar? Maybe if
My
we get
old
him a
friend,
drink
the
or something.
bar. I was tempted to
Ooh.
order a drink, but I was working.
There's
And there
also
was no
one
one there.
Yeah.
I suppressed, although I...
Okay. Could see if he'll ask Samael to get him a drink for the captain.
I decided
No,
not to
fair
disturb Samael while he was working.
Use crowbar on bar to get crow. now we're cooking with fire, Ravane. Use crowbar on captain. Knock him out. That'll help us get onto the milker. I wonder, can I just...
I don't think we can go down there.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, there's
Nope.
no transition icon, so presumably not.
But
Where can we go?
right, time to. There it is.
There's
Sidopolis
Sidopolis
Yard.
Yard.
Okay, I was way off. That must be the temple then.
I guess. Anyway, let's.
I
check out-
headed over to Sudopolis Yard,
Oh.
but Navi wasn't there yet. I decided to come back later.
Fine. Be that way.
See, that place looks really highlighted.
Which one?
Left. You know the one by the circle thing?
This
But
one.
I don't think it is.
That's,
oh, no, it
that's
is.
our office.
Newton's office. What's at the top?
At the top,
I
that's
think we
the
do
cafe.
have to come back to the office at some
yeah,
point.
I think. Are we both potentially thinking of the same thing? That
I
we
think
got
so.
stuck for ages, and then you go back to the place,
Yeah.
and you meet
Maybe...
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone looking for papers
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the
I
wolf
remember the
again.
beginning of this game so much because it took me quite a few tries to get through it.
So much effort. The sailor's gone, which suggests to
Ooh,
me
we can crowbar the crate.
we can crowbar the crate, I reckon. Actually, I can interrogate the crate. What do you know about a man named Mundy?
I didn't much like being jammed into a crate and loaded onto the ship, but I could think of worse fates.
I just wanted to look
Like
in it.
being jammed into a crate full of rats and loaded onto the ship. What's your name then, little fellow?
Hooray!
Rats, rats, rats. Can we take a rat with us? New friend.
The hold was dark and dank, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone.
Ooh.
The bilge water was littered with flotsam that looked like the remains of a smashed crate.
My favorite kind of cargo. Rat, yeah.
The bilge water was...
Nope.
I thought I could see a label amongst the wreckage.
Yeah, let's take it then.
I pulled the label out of the wreckage. It had writing on it that I couldn't understand.
Ooh. Can we get a closer look at that? Yep. That sure are some symbols.
Yep.
It doesn't look like upside down or nothing.
I'd pulled the label.
Very well.
The bilge...
No, I didn't. I don't want the label. Please. How do I get rid of it? No!
Can you go back to your menu?
It was just...
Okay, come on. No, no. It's fine. It's a sticky
We did
label. It
it.
just got stuck to my fingers for a while. You know how it is. I thought you understand
Is there
Japanese.
anything? Can you
Anything
walk
Japanese.
along there? Yeah.
I think yes. Yes, I can. Lair?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know whose lair this is.
There was nothing of value in the debris.
Oh, if I remember correctly, this is the lair of a
It
very
looked lived
friend.
in. The question was, by what?
No one right now, though. From the looks. Which
Fair enough.
begs the question: why are we here? To get a label,
Maybe-
I guess.
Get the label, yeah.
Does this take us back to the milker, or do we leave? Let's find out. Oh,
There he is.
there's our guy.
We gotta sneak around. Or jump in the water.
Hang on, I think he says something if you tried to jump into the river.
I hadn't given much thought to how I was going to get off the Milka. If I'd known what I had to do, I would never have gone on board in the first place.
Oh,
What? I think
Uh,
he jumped in.
On an ordinary night, I'd
I
sit
guess.
around waiting for business. But this night, business was coming to
okay.
me, and bringing trouble with it. Business, I didn't mind. But trouble was an unwelcome guest. And like all unwelcome guests, it was hard to ask it to leave. And by the third day, it was generally wearing your shirts and leaving its stuff in your bathroom.
Hello, Mr. Luton. I've been expecting you.
hello.
I should hope so. This is my office. How'd you get in?
Through the door. It was only locked. I know all about doors.
Good. Use this one to get out.
I have a message for you, Mr. Luton.
I don't take messages from strangers.
Then let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Al-Khali.
I don't take messages from dwarves named after cities.
My name isn't important.
You seem to think it was.
I've come to warn you to stay clear of the Mundy case.
I'll bear that in mind. Now get out.
If you don't stay clear of the Mundy case, something untoward may happen to you.
This is Ankh-Morpork. Something untoward may happen to me whether I investigate this case or not. Now either you get out or I'll throw you out.
Don't say I didn't warn you, Mr. Luton.
Don't say I didn't ignore you, Mr. Al-Khali.
Yeet.
A dwarf named after the catchy
this
and
is so
city of
mean.
Al-Khali. And a threat. This case was getting more interesting by the minute. All we needed was a troll and a member of the undead, and we could open an ethnic comedy on Broadway.
Excellent animation. Okay, you're looking at our desk.
I could hardly...
Nope, nothing to investigate.
What are
there.
those things on the right?
It's a filing cabinet, apparently.
All I had to
Allegedly.
do was track down Mundy and tell Carlotta where he was.
Oh.
I had purchased a large indexed scroll rack to keep track of all the cases I was going to handle. The Mundy case made it 2.
How long's he been working
I
here?
don't know. It's not going very well. Oh, ad break time. Let's take this chance to review what the fuck is going on. So, we went on to the Milka. I can't help but feel like we missed stuff that was there, right? That felt
I don't know.
abrupt.
Maybe.
It felt like we left very abruptly.
Yeah, I feel like there should have been an animation.
Yeah, right?
When
Because
we left.
I seem to remember him having a bit of dialogue about how it's impossible to swim in the Ankh because it's just a solid surface, but...
Yeah. It might be a different...
Yeah.
Maybe beforehand or something.
Potentially.
If you like look at the Ankh before. I don't know.
In any case.
I don't know.
I just hope the game hasn't...
You mention that in the books a lot, like whenever they talk about
Yeah.
the Ankh. So maybe we're mixing it up with
That may well be the thing, yeah. Oh, you heard that warning? Oh, of course, I'm on audio output now. One sec. I'll see if I can change that. I don't think I will be able to, actually. So
What happened?
There was a loud sound effect for everyone when the ad started.
Oh.
Which was fine on my other layout, because I was the only one who'd get annoyed by that. But... how do I change it again? Sub action. Yes. Yeah, right. So when you have a sub active on Twitch, you don't get ads, which is very handy. But if you don't, you get ads, and it helps the channel. Thank you all very much. Okay, the ads are probably just about over, so let's head out. Where are we going?
What's that red place on the left? That's not lit up, is it?
No, I don't think
No.
so. It looks very prominent, though.
So we've been the wharf.
Yeah.
We've been Luton's office.
Got the label. Maybe we should ask the captain?
Yeah, maybe go back to the Milka.
Go back to the Milka. Yeah, let's give it a go, in case we've missed anything.
That
Oh,
dude's
the sailor's
back.
back. Hmm.
That means we probably can't get back on the ship again.
I would be surprised, but you know I've got to try it.
Yeah.
We got to know. Yeah, I think this game doesn't let you lose. Like I don't think you can soft lock yourself or anything.
Good.
Oi! Get away from that!
You do have a voice actor. Why wouldn't you talk to us? Actually, to be fair, why won't we talk to you?
Something
Yeah.
told
Rude, Luton. I keep wanting to call him Leighton. True gentleman always solves Mundy's murder. Good luck with your
Could
baby
we not
stuff, right?
ask the guy on the boat?
Oh,
on
the first
Milka?
mate. Good shout.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go. What say
Still
you, Mr.
here.
Scoplet?
Not for much longer, I hope.
Does this give us anything new, I wonder?
When do you sail?
As soon as we've got her loaded.
How much is passage?
Where are you looking to go?
I think that's the
Sort,
same,
but
yeah.
It'll be... Did you... We all... They pay... Okay.
Yeah, okay, we had that already.
Yeah, okay.
I decided it wasn't a good idea to give away the fact that I'd stolen aboard
I mean,
his ship.
you know what? Fair.
Tempting
Okay.
as it was, I decided not to start attacking people with the crowbar.
I mean, you
Fine.
know, why not? We didn't get any new information from the captain in the notebook, did we? I think we just got some from Nobby.
No, I don't think. I'm not sure. Al-Khali.
I gave the
maybe,
description of Al-Khali to the first mate, and he recognized it.
Yeah, that's the dwarf who was asking about Monday before. Strange little fellow.
A word of advice. Don't use phrases like strange little fellow when you're talking about dwarves. Especially not
Yeah.
drunken dwarves, or dwarves like Al-Khali who seem to think they're invulnerable.
Nope. Okay, so we no longer need to ask anyone about Inquisitive Stranger because
Yeah. 'Cause we know
Al-Khali is
that's who
he.
that was. Hooray!
Hooray! We've solved the case. We've identified the Inquisitive Stranger. You know anything about Moidas?
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
Did you do it?
Sorry, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Okay.
Well, safe for if that's...
Let's.
Cool.
Wait, he's gone again.
He's gone again. The hell?
Well, okay. If you're going to insist, game.
Can we get back on it then? Yeah.
Let's find out. Yeah,
Quick, can
amazing.
can we look at the crates?
I just want to see if the guy's there. Yeah, no. Let's look at those crates. You don't need to walk over to the crates to look at them.
The hold was full of crates for the outgoing voyage. They were of little interest to me.
Aww. Even with a crowbar? Come on, you know you want to know.
We could ask
I could
someone...
have used the crowbar to get into the crates, but they weren't going to
You
contain
seem
anything
awfully sure of
interesting.
stuff you don't know about
The
yet,
hold
Luton.
was full. They were.
How is he psychic?
Suspicious is what it is.
Yeah, maybe ask... Oh, I don't know. Can we try Pseudopolis Yard? See if people are there again? There
Yeah.
now?
Good shout. I just want to check if there is
There's
anywhere
nothing.
else we can go on here. That's just going back down there. What if we go
Yeah.
towards the guy?
We die.
Can we get thrown overboard? No? Okay. I guess not. Doesn't seem to be anything else we can do.
Not again.
Yes, again. Okay, it just teleports you back to your office for whatever reason.
Okay, then.
We didn't have the budget to animate me jumping off the ship, so here I am. Oh. Sit off to the side, baby. I am not streaming with Putin. No. Welcome in, Roxas.
That's banned on my channel.
Yeah, for reasons I'm sure are obvious. Navi!
Hello.
Oh my god, I remember the music for Pseudopolis Yard now. Just these weird awkward little
Navi.
horns.
You could say this about Nabi. Deep down, he was a good man. Well, deep down, he was
there we
a
go.
good man. Good might be stretching it a bit. Hello again, Nabi. Hello, Luton. Did I disturb
Hello,
you?
Luton.
No. What made you think that? Well, there appears to be smoke coming from your ear. Oh, that, well, I've been working hard, you see. Working so hard that your ears have caught fire. Don't worry about it, Nabi. It's not like I'm going to report you. I have been working, see? Oh, sure. I never doubted it for
Not
a
at
second.
all.
How's work treating you then? Not so bad, Luton. I've been busy though. Rushed off my feet. Yeah, I can tell.
I have a very distinct memory of the little animation he does when he leans forward and leans back to talk to you.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Any
the
word on
Moiders.
these murders? Nothing yet. But our top investigators are working on the case 24 hours a day. Nobby? Yeah? Are you one of those crack investigators? Yeah? Why? Never mind. Just a thought.
All right, now you'll answer our questions, won't you, sir?
What do
Oh,
you
it's
know
fine,
about a
Roxas.
woman named Carlotta? Never heard of him.
So when I asked you back at the cafe and you said, "Can't this wait until I'm back at the yard?" You could have just said, "Don't know who that is."
Piece of shit. Nobby!
I don't suppose you've investigated the passengers on the Milka, have you?
And lean.
Of course I have. Sorry, but you're not the most, diligent of investigators. I work as hard as any man of my rank. You're the only man of your rank. There's
Then by
3
definition he
dwarves,
does,
2
yeah.
troll, a woman and a zombie with the same rank as you, but you're the only human male. I know you're human because you carry a bit of paper to prove it, signed by the midwife. The maleness, I'll take that on trust. Do you want me to help you or not? What have you
Just
got?
come here to insult
Well, I
me.
interviewed one of the passengers. What did you learn? That's official watch business.
Oh,
You
Nobby
didn't learn
do
anything,
that.
did you? Not as such, no. Any chance I could interview this passenger? I don't see why not. She's down in the Cafe Ankh now.
Oh,
Well, that's something, I guess.
handy.
Excellent.
Do you know a dwarf by the name of Al-Kali? Never heard of him. How did you know he was male, then? You can't trick me. Everyone knows dwarves don't use the female pronoun. Okay. Mind you, I've always wondered what a female pronoun was. One of nature's wonderful mysteries, Nobby. Is it normally kept covered or what? I'm going to leave it to your rather inventive imagination, Nobby.
Oh no. Deeply upsetting. I'll never ask anyone their pronouns again.
Do you know anything about a man named Mundy? Never heard of him. Have you learned anything about the Milka?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, not as such, no. You go to great lengths to conceal how little work you do, don't you? Hey.
He doesn't deny it. Asking about the label, I guess. But I'll be surprised if he has anything.
Give me a break, Luton. I don't know everything.
Fine, I'll take that.
Catch you later, Nobby.
Can we go anywhere else in here? No.
Don't believe so.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it.
The troll stepped out of the shadows like light was too intimidated to illuminate him. He seemed like the quiet sort, but you got the feeling that if you stepped out of line, you'd get your teeth kicked down your throat. For that matter, he could kick your throat down your chest and your chest through your legs. But I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, because none of my clothes would fit.
Find Therma.
Sorry, friend, I don't understand.
Find Therma.
You want me to find Therma? Is that it?
Yes.
Well, what is it? A person? A thing? Look, if we're going to carry out a conversation, it'd help for you to talk.
Find Therma.
Find Therma.
Okay, find Therma. What's your name, friend? There was something about a troll that big that made you want to call him friend.
Malachite.
Malachite.
Find Therma. You've got to find her.
I wasn't about to argue with a troll that could twist my head off and use it as a cocktail onion. Okay, friend, what can you tell me about her? Any suggestions of where I should start looking?
Used to sing at the Octarine Ballad. Find Therma. Got to find Therma.
How can I contact you?
Find Therma.
That was all he said. I guess he wasn't very bright. But then there's things under damp logs that are brighter than most trolls.
It's not their fault.
Right.
It's too hot for them.
Exactly. They gotta be at the right temperature. Luton, sort yourself out. Get this troll a cold hat.
Yeah.
However that works. Find a way.
They built one.
Now we can also go to the Octarine Parrot. Do we want to meet the passenger at the Cafe Ankh first, or do we want to go and investigate Therma?
Let's do the passenger first.
Yeah, I'm leaning. One case at a time. I'm sure these two won't be interwoven in any way. No, sir.
I'm gonna remember stuff.
Yeah. I was looking over to see if we were coming back.
Is he gonna do the song again?
It seems possible. I don't have a mouse, so yes.
You can't recall if the whiskey knocked you flat, or if everything was I thought I told you never to Ilsa. I thought I would never see her again. Ilsa. I prayed that I'd never see her again. But either the gods didn't listen, or they were having a laugh at my expense. Knowing the gods of the Discworld, I had a pretty good idea which. Play it again, Sam.
Hey, like the thing.
You know what? No one's ever going to believe you said that.
The fan system is a thing in the gods. I've forgotten
Hello, Ilsa.
I should
How
read
long's
Discworld
it
again.
been?
Too long.
That's funny. I was thinking that it wasn't long enough.
Aren't you pleased to see me?
Sure. like
She
a
was sitting with her
jellyfish
mouth wide
praying
open.
for the tide to come in.
What's that
Yes.
supposed to mean?
If I always knew what I meant, I'd be a genius.
Back then, you always knew what to say.
I still know what to say. I just choose not to.
You're getting a big kick out of making me feel cheap, aren't you? Well, maybe I had it coming.
Hey, don't take my side. You'll take all the fun out of it. I spent years rehearsing what I'd say if I saw you again. What I'd ask you. I tried to imagine what you'd say.
But now I'm here. You can't think of anything to say?
Now you're here, and I just want to slap you. Just
Hell,
once.
Luton.
Across the
Fucking hell,
cheek.
dude.
What will that prove?
That I still haven't forgiven
You can do that without slapping
You're
her.
not making this easy, Luton.
Did you think I would? Did you think I'd just come bouncing up to you like a trained puppy? Maybe I'd wag my tail and wait for you to throw me a stick. Well, I'm never going to be another woman's dog for as long as I live.
That's cruel.
Not as cruel as the day you left me. What?
I was feeling sentimental.
Sorry.
It's good to know that you still remember me.
How could I forget?
I don't know. But you managed to leave. I figured you'd probably manage to forget as well.
Never.
I tried to forget you. I tried to forget the day you left. I tried to forget the good times. I tried to drown your memory in cheap whiskey.
The
And
melodrama.
did you forget?
I don't remember.
I still remember you. That's what the song means to me. It's everything that's good about our time together.
You got lucky, Elsa. You got all the good memories, and I got all the bad.
It didn't have to be like that.
It's always like that.
I love that recording in a completely different recording environment. Voice like, yeah, it's great. it's making me think of Broken Sword, if nothing else.
Yeah, her voice particularly is making me think of Broken Sword.
Mm.
I suppose you
Yeah.
have some explanation for what you
You
did.
don't become a PI
Some
without having some
pat
issues.
Yeah.
excuse that'll make everything all right.
If you're a
There's
PI, you
no
need some
excuse
PIs.
for what I did.
Personal issues.
At least we agree on one thing.
Why do you hate me so much?
Because I had everything when I had you. And when you left, you took everything with you. It's easy to hate someone who took it all
Pose
away
with the
from
mouth
you.
open is really
it hurts to hear
unsettling
you
me.
talk like this.
It's just that, stock still, but fully just like, huh?
Yeah.
Ilsa, you were on the Milka. Tell me about the Milka, why don't you?
So, you came in on the Milka, did you?
Yes.
Alone.
No. I came with a companion.
It figures.
What?
Women like you are never alone.
I've been alone.
You know nothing
dog.
about loneliness. You know nothing about what it's like to not know why you've been
dare you.
abandoned. You don't know what it's like to watch your career slip away because the one thing you care about has been taken from you. You don't know what it's like to spend years going into restaurants and asking for a table for
Eat
one.
at home, loser.
I don't eat in restaurants.
Okay, but if I did, that's what
Oh,
I'd ask
Luton.
for.
Why did you ask about the Milka?
You came aboard in Ecclepon, right? With a man.
Yes. His name's Two Conkers.
Two
How did
Conkers.
you know?
It's my job to know.
You're being paid to find out where people board ships?
No, I'm a private investigator.
Two
We just
Conkers.
learned we're a private investigator. Better write that down.
Right, how do you spell investigator? Is it like an alligator or what? Makes me think you deserve a PI license. I have a bad relationship with women and a drinking problem. Well, there you go. You got everything we need.
He's also got the hat. Don't
What do
forget
you
the
know
hat.
about a
Obviously.
woman named
Well, I
Carlotta?
figured they gave him that
I've not met
at
them.
the same time as the
Sorry.
license.
Like
I
a
figured the
gun
hat
and
was the
bag.
What do you know
license.
about a dwarf named Al Kali?
I've not met them. Sorry.
I don't imagine you know anything about malachite and thermite.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
I've not met them. Sorry.
See, people
I've
are
not met-
using
so-
them to mean I don't know whether or not it's a male or
Yeah.
female or whatever. People like, how old's this game? It's not a new thing.
No, certainly old enough that it's not something the trans lobby invented. It's
just
fucking
convenient.
What I find baffling is people still insisting on, like, in the name of being inclusive, we'll make sure to expand everything to his or her. And it's like, mate, use there. It's more concise and it's more inclusive. Just
Yeah, don't be weird about it.
Right? Fucking hell. I only invented they them a few years ago? Singular they is older than singular I mean, I imagine it's older than me, yes.
Right?
I'm not that old in the broad scope of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the they them werewolf, exactly.
Ilsa had told me she was traveling with a man named Two Conkers. For now, that was all I needed to know.
I know, Roxas. I was having a goof. Tell me about Mundy. You might know them.
Have you met a man named Mundy?
Yes, there was a man named Mundy on the ship we came in on. He kept himself to himself, mostly.
What can you tell me about him?
He seemed nervous.
Anything else?
I remember him going down to the cargo hold at one point. He looked really shifty, as if he was hiding something.
Is that it?
That's all I can think of.
Don't know what to look at.
Ilsa had told me she was traveling with a man. For now.
Okay. We got 2 cases now. Put another one in the scroll wall, I guess. I don't imagine you know anything about
Tell
this.
me one thing, Ilsa. Are you involved?
I mean, I wasn't necessarily planning on accusing her, but okay.
The murders. They started when you arrived in town.
Oh my god,
I
Luton.
can't believe that you would think such a thing. That's terrible. I mean, I know I've done some bad things, but I've never killed anyone in all my life.
Just checking.
Yeah, it's probably the French accent, but I'm getting very
Our very
Broken
own
Sword
Nico.
vibes.
She's here. Oh god, do you reckon this isn't the special edition or anything, right? We're not going to have sections of Ilsa doing slide puzzles.
Can you read this?
There's no
Yes,
puzzles
it
like
says
that in this
Pier
game, is there?
5.
What language?
Agatean.
Ooh,
How do you know an obscure language like that?
Actually, Two Conkers is from the counterweight continent. I learnt it from him.
I thought that people weren't allowed to leave the Agatean Empire.
Oh, things have freed up these days.
I'd be careful who you tell about Two Conkers, Ilsa.
Why?
People can be funny about foreigners.
Yeah, everyone
and
brings
there's
up
always been
every
rumors
fact
about
that
the
there's foreigners,
Empire.
like, oh, it
They
seems
say
foreign,
they use
though.
powerful magic there. The last time one of them arrived here, the city got burned down.
Two Conkers isn't
Flower.
going to burn the city down.
You know that.
2 Conkers is his
And
cousin.
I know that. But the
yeah.
average man on the street doesn't know that. They see the unknown as a threat.
Why? Two Conkers is harmless.
Also, I'm just
no
saying,
one's
I'm
that
quite
stupid.
surprised that
Let
Morpok
me
doesn't burn
let you
down
in
more often
on a
than that.
little known secret. You
Oh,
know
it
how
does.
stupid the average person is?
I think so, yes.
Well, statistically, half of them are even dumber than that.
Right.
It's a Pier 5.
Pier 5.
Don't go
Okay.
far. I might want to shout at you
Fucking
again.
hell,
I'm
Luton.
sorry,
What
Luton.
the hell?
Not sorry
I know
enough.
it's all part of the hard-boiled detective shtick, but also, fuck's sake, lay
Yeah.
off her. Can't think of anything particularly want to ask Captain. I assume we can't talk to Samael still.
I decided not.
Sure enough. Right, shall we head to Pier 5 then?
Sure. Wouldn't that mean Pier 5 at where we picked them up, though?
Yeah, I think that's, like, where these two are that
Yeah.
close.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
For the hydrate. I'm gonna scoot over. Whoa!
I need a wee.
Me too.
And are we going to take a break at some point?
Shall we take a break now, since we both need a wee?
Yes, let's do it.
I think that sounds like a good shot.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're gonna step away for like 10, 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, perfect.
Everyone, take this chance to have a break yourselves. Step away from your computers for a bit, maybe get a snack, get a drink. And we'll be back with more mysteries.
This music seems louder than everything else now. Yay, wee buddies! Okay, right.
Woo!
All. Just
All of us
know
be wee
we're all
buddies.
peeing at the same time.
Synchronized watches. Synchronized bladders.
BRB.
So yeah. And we're back. Time to solve crime. Or maybe do crime?
Maybe both.
Do crime to solve crime. Like stealing a crowbar to catch a murderer.
Like
It's all good.
all cops on TV shows.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine when they do it because someone gave them a gun. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk to this guy, shall we?
That's Luton.
I mean, I don't think it's Luton, but they do look awfully similar, don't they?
I take it you're the watchman for this warehouse.
Wow. You're sharp.
I
People
remember
There he
never
is.
work that out. I mean, there are so many reasons
Nigel
that
Planer.
I might want to be out here on a pier in the middle of nowhere, but you went straight to the fact that I'm
I mean,
a
we
watchman.
are a private investigator.
Well done.
That's a real talent you've got there. It usually takes me much longer to take a dislike for someone.
These two are well suited for each other.
Let me
I
guess.
shift them.
Not only are you the watchman for this warehouse, but you are so bored that anyone who comes along is a target for abuse.
You're good. I'll give you that. Sharp as a pancake. What brings you
Sharp
here?
as a pancake.
Research. I'm
I
on
still
an
get that phrase
investigation.
stuck in my head sometimes.
You with the watch?
No, I work alone.
So you're a criminal.
Yeah.
This is Ankh-Morpork. We're all guilty of something.
I'm not. Pure as the driven snow.
Oh, yeah? Well, you've just directly violated the patrician's laws about groundless metaphor.
What?
Well, can you prove to me that you're as pure as snow?
Ah, but that wasn't a metaphor. That was a simile.
Because, of course, the patrician is going to be swayed by a pedantic
He might
defense
be.
like
Yeah.
that.
Definitely
I
seems like his
guess you have
style.
a point.
What an odd law. Actually, I'm going to start asking him about this label.
Have you seen any labels like this before?
Oh, sure.
Where?
On crates.
I have this inescapable feeling that I could try and get some useful information out of you about this, but that it wouldn't be worth the time and effort I'd have to spend on the way.
I'd go with that feeling if I were you.
The dialogue in this game.
Why
What
are
about
you in the
weapons?
game if you don't want us to talk to you?
I mean, you know, sometimes you just got to take gigs you don't really want to. Just get what you can.
Tempting as it was, I decided...
Oh, coward, Leighton. Sure, you'll steal a crowbar, but you won't nonsensically assault someone with it.
Right?
Where's the consistency?
What do you know about a woman named Carlotta?
Sorry, I don't get to socialize much with this job. It's the night work, you know.
So, like, is this guy meant to be a zombie or what?
He might
Just a
be.
big dude?
There are zombies.
Yeah.
I gave
Not
the
sure.
watchman Al Colley's description. He didn't
Who he might be,
recognize
though.
it.
Because he's not a troll.
He's too sharp to be a troll, yeah.
Yeah. Could he be an Igor?
like a
I feel like that.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Well, I mean an Igor. Like there's a few Igors in Discworld, if I remember right. But I think
Is
they
that
do
what they're called?
tend to work with scientists. I'm
I'm
fairly
sure.
sure. I'm
Is
fairly
Red
sure.
Shoe a zombie?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
I think Igor would lisp. Yeah, true.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
Sorry,
Do you know anyone named Therma?
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah. Do you know anyone who
The watch
doesn't?
has an ego.
Do you know
Yeah.
a woman named Ilsa or a man
I
named
think,
Two Conkers?
Which one? Which
Sorry,
one in one of the books?
it's-
Yeah, Reg is, I think, the leader
Yeah,
of the
he's
zombie
got the-
rights org.
He's got the pamphlets.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about murders.
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
That's nothing to do with me.
Ah, that voice line brings stuff back. I remember that. Okay, Malachite and Therma I think I've already asked about. Very well, sir. You were useless.
I have a feeling I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
Yeah, the first time I ever played this was like a dodgy, like a PlayStation 1 copy. Like a, you know, like a copied version.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. A perfectly legal copy for
perfectly
anyone who
legal
might
copy.
ask.
Yeah. And the controls were a bit of a pain.
Ugh. Oh, I can't imagine controlling this on a PlayStation would be any fun. Reggie's he is a great character. Can I look at these crates?
I couldn't carry the crates even if I wanted to.
Okay.
I couldn't tell what the crates contained, and frankly, I didn't much care.
Luton, you are a terrible point-and-click adventure protagonist.
Imagine looking at a crate and being like, oh, not being like, oh, I
Right.
wonder what's in there.
There's some crates here,
Yes,
and
that.
I've got a crowbar. I think the solution there speaks for itself. Frankly, Luton. You know what? You're gonna try it anyway, bucko.
I was never going to get anywhere if I didn't learn to resist the urge to use the crowbar at every available
I
fucking
can't
called
believe
out.
you call us out like
I
that.
couldn't tell what the crates...
Oh, delightful.
Bastard. Right.
Can we? I imagine the Watchman's not gonna just let us through here.
If it wasn't for the watchman, I could probably get in through the doors. As it was,
Okay.
I needed another plan.
Why is he called that if he's afraid of a bit of Luton? Eh.
Boo.
At least a few people in chat and currently making this joke.
Yeah, can we go behind the building?
Let's try. Hell yeah, we can. Suddenly the stream is 1930s. Yeah, because it's film noir. When get on board. Can we climb into this crate? I'm just saying, anytime I see a crate, I have two thoughts. I want to steal what's inside it, or I want to hide inside it. Luton, you don't need to go back around to look at the river. Luton, please. Oh, I think I remember this bit.
The
vaguely.
River Ankh. Probably the only river in the universe on which you could
There we
chalk
go, this
the
is the line I was
outline
thinking of.
of
Yeah.
a corpse. I'd already had to dive onto the Ankh once.
Twice, in fact.
I wasn't about to do it again.
Ah. I'll prove you
I
wrong
like
yet.
how he said onto it, not into it.
Yeah. You gotta make sure to tuck and roll when it comes to interacting with the yank. Okay. I don't think we can do anything here just yet.
Can we not open any crates there?
I don't think any of them were interactable.
Hmm.
I think we come back here later.
What's at the top?
Something with the skylight.
Oh.
I think we grapple up here at some point later on.
Okay.
I am curious to see what he says about this from down here, though. It's like,
It looked like there was an arrow. Or was that over the...
I think
right,
that's going to go back, yeah.
I wasn't the disk's greatest climber, and the warehouse wasn't the easiest building to scale. I was going to need some help. The skylight sat on the roof, an inviting alternative entrance.
God, the voice is so good, though.
How can he see around that corner? Mirrors.
He maybe never is actually looking from a first person's perspective. Maybe he's always looking from whatever camera angle we're seeing.
Well, now I'm creeped out.
I'm just saying, we've already had a discussion on what reality is. How is this so far-fetched? You've not been to the parrot yet. Do we have anything else to follow up on, really? Other than the parrot? We could check in with Nobby, maybe?
I don't know if Nobby's gonna have anything to
I
say.
don't think so. Should we just go to the parrot?
Yeah?
Why is this person disappointed and sarcastic about everything? He's a private investigator, Win. Keep up. Hello.
The stage, where performers go up in front of a drunken crowd and sell their dignity to earn enough money to barely live on. It made me think that all the discs a stage and all the people players. Unfortunately, I felt like I'd been cast as an extra in my own life story. There was nothing I could do with the stage other than be glad I didn't have to
I
perform
was
on it.
maybe suggesting you should talk to this singing troll, maybe, but sure.
Yeah.
Sure, Luton, if you're going to insist on being like, I don't want to go onto the stage.
It's probably rude to
The
interrupt
bar
her.
looked
I mean, it
almost
would
as
be.
appealing as every other bar in town to me. But the drinks didn't exactly fill you with confidence.
Is that Mankin?
Can I help you?
Oh.
You could sell me a
Mankini.
drink. What's your poison? I'd prefer whiskey straight with a whiskey chaser. You didn't come here to drink, did you? Well, I didn't come here for the sparkling conversation. Most of the customers go squeak, squeak.
I want to talk to the customers if they go squeak, squeak. I want to make rat friends.
This seems like a
Nope.
nice place. No,
She
it
stopped
doesn't.
singing, it seems.
It seems like what it is. A wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Hey.
It's tough to get to the top in that field. You could have that on a sign outside. Come to the Octarine Parrot, the most wretched hive of scum and villainy this side of the Ankh. Are you being funny? Apparently not. You look a little nervous. I can't shake the feeling that sooner or later someone is going to get their arm cut off.
Give it up, Luton, and we know who it's going to be.
Have you always owned the Parrot? No. It used to be a troll bar. I took over the place after the riots. Did you keep any of the staff? Sure. I kept anyone who wanted to stay and wasn't too badly injured by the riots. But there's something about a group of rioting trolls that makes people reluctant to walk back into a place. Or indeed unable. Did you keep any singers on the staff? Only Sapphire. Tell me about Sapphire. Why don't you just talk to her yourself? Just
Well,
don't
I
bother
tried.
about
Luton was
working,
obsessed
right?
with the stage. Hi, Rob, talking to Rob.
It's not often I see a half-elf bartender. Be honest. It's not often you see a half-elf. Okay, you got me. What's the deal? I don't like to talk about it. I thought
What's the deal
elves
with
were supposed to be irrepressibly
you?
likable, so that they can get away with whatever acts of cruelty they want, like cats. Well, I'm not an elf, all right? That's the problem, isn't it? Everyone can see that you've got elf blood in you, but you've got none of the
What the hell,
advantages.
Luton?
All you get is people's prejudice. I don't like your manner. I'm not selling it.
Elves Welsh.
Apparently, this one is
Rob
at the very
just
least.
using his own voice.
Just like, you know what? I'm just taking this one easy. This one's just me. All right, Mankin, tell me about Therma.
Do you know someone named Therma? She used to sing here. That'd be before my time. Sapphire might know. She knew all the troll singers from back before I took over the Parrot. Do you know of a troll who goes by the name of Malachite? Tall, terse, and dense, in both senses of the word. Might have been one of the customers from when this used to be a troll bar, but I wouldn't know him if he was. Do you know anything about the recent murders? Only what you're about to tell me. You're not very helpful, are you? Just because I don't want to help you doesn't mean I'm not helpful generically. Say, I do like your hard-boiled dialogue. How long do you boil it? About 12 minutes from when the water begins to bubble.
That is hard boiled.
That's extremely hard-boiled. I never boil my dialogue that long. Maybe I should. Maybe I should give it a go.
Do you know a woman
my
named
dialogue.
Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
I
I
tend to
know a
steal
lot of
mine.
people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
Your little feet are freezing. Put on some socks. And if you've already got socks on, put on some more socks. Endless numbers of socks.
I hope that mute works.
What do you know
I
about a
didn't hear anything,
dwarf
so
named
yes, I
Al
presume it did.
Farley? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
Tell
What
us
do you
about
know about a
Alkali.
woman named Carlotta? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to...
I think.
Uh,
yes. Not
Do you know...
you.
I know. That doesn't mean...
We're gonna have to play hardball.
I gave
Maybe go talk
Mankin
to
Mundy's
Sapphire?
description and asked
Oh.
if he'd
Yeah, I
seen
think
him.
so,
He told
but-
me that he hadn't. Maybe I could trust him. A half-elf doesn't
is this
need
when
to
they
make
forgot
any
to
more enemies.
record some dialogue as the bartender, maybe?
Maybe.
Do you know anything about the Milka? If you asked fewer questions, maybe you'd get more answers.
Whoa. Deep. Now that's philosophy.
Until later, Mankin.
Or maybe get some socks that aren't thin like little tissues. Hey, now we can talk to Sapphire.
Sapphire's not singing anymore.
She ain't, so you know what? That tracks.
Can we talk?
Certainly look that way. Move mouth, waggle tongue. Yeah, it all working.
My
I
name's
love
Luton.
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Yeah.
I could already tell that Sapphire was a troll who could look after herself. I knew I'd have to watch my step around her. It was quite a long way around her, too, and not the pretty way.
Stop.
You been a singer here long?
Long enough.
Long enough for what?
Long enough to want to be singing somewhere else.
Oh, Sapphire.
Tell me about yourself.
I tell you about myself in 4 words.
Oh,
Big ideas, small results.
Why did you become a singer?
Aren't many jobs for a troll like me. And at least this one honest.
Is honesty important to you?
As much as anything else.
I'm guessing nothing much matters to you right now, Sapphire.
You catch on quick, Luton.
What do you know about the barman?
Mankin? Not much. Know that him a bigger loser than me.
How come?
He owns this place. At least Sapphire leave if Sapphire wants to.
oh dang.
Why don't you leave?
Where would I go? No place on disc for a troll like me. Spend our whole lives waiting for break. Just one chance to come our way that can seize in both hands tightly. But it never come. Or if it do, we don't recognize it. So we go back to grind of job we hate. And just keep on ticking each day, one step closer to end.
Do you do children's parties?
Oh, good. Okay. I'm feeling in a great mood now. I don't feel
I
so
just want
sad for
Sapphire to have the best.
Right. Can we get her on the stage somewhere? Tell me about Therma.
Have you heard of a troll singer named Therma? She used to work here.
Huh, a troll singer named Therma.
What's so funny?
Huh, nothing. Sure, Sapphire know her.
Know where I could find her?
Try morgue. She dead. Her house on Tallow Street collapsed while back now. We trolls may be tough, but we're not indestructible. Rumors say she was practicing her moves and knocked out load-bearing beam. Brought whole place down on top of her. That's why Sapphire never practiced.
That's the only reason.
That, and I don't wanna.
Know where she's buried?
Mood.
Sapphire don't know, but think they buried her under stage name Madame Lodestone.
Madame Lodestone?
Sure, on account of how attractive she was.
I don't think I know what a lodestone is.
So Therma performed here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Who are you, the narrator? I told you that already.
See, this is why I want Luton to ask people about stuff that they told him, so that they can all sass him back.
Yeah.
That's the entire job.
I don't suppose you'd know a big troll called Malachite.
Sure, he troll a few words, 'cause he don't know that many.
Do you know where I could find him?
Sapphire not seen him in years, but you try Rodin's workshop. He used to hang out
Sounds like a
there.
place. Hey! What a place. Beautiful. Okay, now to start asking you about things that I very much doubt you have any idea about.
Hooray!
Woo! Tell us about murders.
Word is there's been a lot of strange murders recently.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Why not?
There are a lot of strange people in this city.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two Conkers?
Sapphire know a lot of people, but don't know
We're
everyone.
about to hear that a
in
lot,
this
I'm
stuff.
sure. Wait.
Have you heard of a...
I already talked about
What?
Therma. No!
Oh,
No!
No.
I know she's dead. Okay.
What do you know about a dwarf named Alkali?
Sci-fi know a lot of people.
Good for you.
What do you...
Sci-fi.
Sure enough. Okay.
Cool.
Right. Ciao.
I'll be back.
This one's like a magnet. Oh. Ah, because of how attractive she was. Ah, okay. That's terrible.
Can you
Danny,
share?
welcome in.
Like... Oh yeah, I can. Is are the ads going currently?
The ads are going currently. So if you
I'm
want to
gonna-
send that pic, now you could.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Good
and a
shout.
snack. Okay, I'll be back. in a
Have
sec.
fun. I'll be here talking to chat. How you doing, chat? How are you enjoying the Discworlds? I'm having a blast. I feel like we're doing well. We're solving mysteries. Someone's got butter on their biscuits. Is it Sapphire? This game is very terrifying. Oh no. I'm sorry, you think that, Fizzy? It is full of crime and sordid affairs and the like. Not one for the faint of heart. I am very pleased that we've managed to get both of our models working. I was kind of worried we were gonna have to choose one or the other, but it's there's definitely bits that are like show some of the flaws with Pratchett's way of describing characters and stuff, but it's I'm still liking it on the whole, and the humor is still mostly on point. Like the hats are very good. Mine does not fit at all properly, but it does its job. It's on my head. That's the main thing. Vern's sticking her tongue out at us now. How rude. How impolite. Krebs hat
Hi.
was actually meant for the... Hello! Krebs hat was actually meant for the crab. Quite possibly. It would maybe fit better, but the crab's not the private investigator here, huh? Okay, I think we've probably worked past the ads now. Let's look at this notice board. Maybe there's something here. Yeah, I've got the ad breaks to be set to maximum number of ads, but minimum, like the biggest gap between them, because I figure more ads less frequently is probably less annoying than fewer ads more frequently. Oh, I've just realized Luton's not actually moving anywhere. He's trying, bless him. He's
Hello,
doing his
Gomez.
best. Hi, Gomez. You want to help us solve a crime? Or are you
He
gonna
just
commit a
wants to
crime?
fight.
Classic Gomez.
Um,
Well, this isn't going very well. Luton, there you go. You figured it out.
We look like.
I mean, you know what? I'll take
Come
it.
and see the greatest historical tragedy ever told, Antilogy and Cleffatara, Whell's masterpiece as 'twas meant to be performed by actors.
Stop it. Right,
Is
that's
he,
it.
Is he biting you?
Yes.
Is he biting you away?
Eat
Little
at
Jack.
Harga's House
Gomez,
of
please
Ribs.
stop eating
All
my
you can
co-host.
gobble for $1, menu available. Famous wherever huge appetites gather and mountainous stomachs rumble. The amazing panacea that cures
We gotta
known
see all of
ills.
these.
Cut me own throat Dibbler's genuine authentic soggy Mountain Dew. Guaranteed to cure all problems or your money back. Ah, there's some small print. Guarantee will not be honored.
CMOT.
Come and see the greatest
Okay.
historical...
We've been through all 3 of the notices on this board.
Hooray!
Right.
What
Let's.
did we unlock?
We unlocked Rodin's workshop, which is the mysterious building over here.
Aha! There it is. I remember.
I remember what the
lighting up.
workshop looks like.
Yeah, I remember that lighting up and being like, "Oh my god, finally!" The
Yeah,
thing that I
right?
thought was lit up the whole time. It's finally lit up.
Finally, I can actually go to this place that is extremely conspicuous. Oh my god, sound loop.
Ah!
Oh no, I remember it now. Because this animation plays every single time you want to talk to Rodan, and it has to reset to that animation. Oh, get ready for this.
You wouldn't happen to be Rodan, would you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know that one.
It's a nice beat, but also
It's on the tip of my
you
tongue.
hear it enough times.
Take your time.
Yes. Yes, I think I am Rodan.
This guy's
How
not
can
going to
I
be the
be
worst to talk to,
sure?
is he?
Beats me. I had a note from my mother the day they did philosophy at school.
You must conceive form in depth.
Why?
Do you know, I don't remember.
It figures.
What do you make of this?
I stared at the statue he was working on.
Perrin better
Face
not
to
be eating
face
any
with
rebels
art,
over
we
there, or I'll
shuffle
be
our
angry.
feet and apologize. We say, I don't know much about art, but I know what I like. Well, most people do. I can't even say I know what I like. But that's not the point. The point is that if knowing what you like is good enough for shoes and drinks and women, what's wrong with applying the same rule to art? I guess people don't like to look stupid. Personally, I think art's for guys who couldn't
okay,
do basic
Belly?
maths.
Do you like it?
Well, I don't know much about art. Sometimes I could be such a coward.
Talk to me, Rodan.
So you're a sculptor then?
What was that noise?
No, it's him cranking the thing.
Yes. Yes.
No one say anything fizzy.
I'm reasonably sure I am. Something
this
like
guy.
that, anyway.
Why do I get the feeling that you aren't going to be much good at small talk?
Okay, Rodan. Let's try and
Do
keep
you
it
know a troll
relevant.
named Malachite?
Malachite. Malachite. It sounds familiar.
In your own time,
I think he works for me. Or he did work for me. No, I think he must still work for me. Look, there he is over there.
Who?
Okay, he's here. Malachite.
Malachite?
I think
Oh.
he's just off screen.
Oh, okay.
do you know anyone named Therma?
I should try and keep this as
No,
as I can.
where do I know that
'Cause
name
otherwise,
from?
my God,
It
we'll
wasn't
be here
hard
for
to
the next
lose
3
patience
years.
with Rodan. Every day probably took him by complete surprise.
I mean, the same though. Oh, so you don't actually know Therma? I was hoping that was going to lead to something, but I guess not.
This guy is frustrating.
He is, right? I'm going to try Madame Lodestone, but beyond that, I'm not going to talk to this
Have you
guy
heard
anymore.
of a troll named Madame Lodestone?
Madame Lodestone, the fount of all relief. Relief.
I don't like that.
Relief to be observed and not outlined. Relief tours determination. That's the main thing. To hope, tremble, to be drunk. It's a man's life in the Imperial Artists.
You're not making any sense.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, you know, fine, sure. Whatever. Thanks, Mecca, for the view. The beaut.
I guess you'd better get back to your work.
Because I never want to talk to you again. Okay. Malachite is
The
apparently...
troll will be better at conversation.
Oh, far and away. I don't think anyone could be worse. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's Malachite. Hiding in the back. Being the thinker.
Hello.
Hey, Malachite. this troll named Malachite forever ruined the character from Steven Universe, also called Malachite for me. I always think of this guy whenever she turns up.
Aw.
You're a tough troll to find, Malachite. You could say something. Okay, so I'll do the talking.
I'm not sure quite what it is, but the constant sound of the sculpting behind us is making me think of Digimon World. Maybe because
Yeah.
they also had repetitive sound effects a lot.
Is it Drill Tunnel?
Yeah! Oh my god, Perrin, you
It's
fucking
Drill
nailed
Tunnel.
it. It's just Drill Tunnel. The word Malachite is very nice to say.
So how you been keeping, Malachite? Okay, I guess you don't want to talk about that. This where you're staying at the moment? I guess you're not going to talk about that either.
And I think Malachite will possibly
Heard any good
only
jokes
talk
recently?
about Therma.
How many trolls does it take to change a lamp wick? Want me to give you a clue?
I want to know. Is that a chin? You mean our detective? Our detective does have a very big chin.
He's mostly chin.
Pretty much entirely chin, frankly.
There didn't seem much point in asking Malachite about himself. He wasn't likely to say anything useful.
What about
Frankly, he wasn't
Therma?
likely to
What
say
about Therma?
anything. It was looking like the only way to get through to this guy was with a chisel. It'd be really useful if you could tell me something about Therma that I could use to find her.
Therma. Find Therma.
Yes, I know that part, but I need some leads if I'm going to find her.
Find Therma.
Malachite wasn't being very helpful, but he was tall and threatening, so I guess everyone has something going for them. I hate to be
I'm
the
not
bearer
helpful
of
or
bad
any of
news,
those
but I think Therma might
Hey,
be dead.
you're very
Her
helpful.
husk collapsed. She's been gone a while. Are you going to say something?
Need to see the body.
The body?
Find Therma. Need to see body.
Okay, the body. No problem. Sheesh.
Now we just need to find where Madame
Grave
Lodestone's
digging.
buried. Grave digging, grave digging. A first for any
Always a
pointy
pleasure
click
talking
adventurer.
at you, Malachite.
Can I have your grapple?
It comes up a lot more often than you'd think.
It does, right? There's a surprising number of adventurers who are happy to just go and unearth a human's corpse.
I don't know
Yeah. In
why
this
I
case, a
thought
troll's corpse.
stealing the grapple would be easier than talking to Malachite. It wasn't.
Aw, come on. Didn't
Aw.
even try.
I guess we're gonna have to find Therma's corpse and he might show up and then we'll steal it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to find someone who can tell us where the mausoleum is.
I remember being stuck on this bit for ages.
I seem to remember this being tricky. Yeah.
Because no, I mean just finding Malachite.
Oh right.
I had no idea that he was in that scene.
It's not very clear, right?
For ages.
Because
Yeah.
also you do have to, like, to get a clue about him being in there, you do have to talk to Rodan, and that is...
Yeah. And I was playing it on the PlayStation as well.
Oh,
So,
oh
like,
my
the cursor was
God.
moving around really, really slowly.
Ugh. Yeah, no, that sounds rough as fuck.
Yeah, it was really difficult to enjoy this back in the day.
Well, I have a point and click
better
control,
now.
so it should be good. We should be fine. You know what? I'm gonna head to Luton's office just in case we have another scene in here that we need to do. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh wait, hang on.
Was there
Yeah.
something on the
There
floor?
was something on the floor.
The note had been pushed under my door by Carlotta.
Luton, I am anxious to see you again and to find out how the case is going.
you
Come
actually
to the
found out
von
anything about
Uberwald
Mundy?
mansion on Moon Pond Lane.
No.
Carlotta von Uberwald.
So,
He was
Carlotta
on a
was a
boat.
member of the von
Yeah,
Uberwalds.
well, I think she told us
One
that.
of the richest and most progressive families in Ankh-Morpork. That explained why she could afford to offer to pay me so much. It didn't explain why she hadn't got around to paying me yet, but I could wait, at least until the rent was due.
Doodle-doo. Outstanding. Alright, let's head
These
out.
things are incredible.
That's so good, right? Von Uberwald Mansion, then. No time like the present. Oh, that's extremely green.
I already had a bad feeling about
werewolves
the
or
Mundy
vampires?
case.
Are they the
But learning that my
the
employer
werewolves?
was a von
I
Uberwald
think-
didn't fill me with
The
confidence.
werewolves?
I didn't know the facts about the von Uberwalds.
Well, it sounds very vampire,
but
doesn't
the
it?
rumors were bad enough.
May I help you, sir?
You could let me in for a start.
Very good, sir.
And this portrait.
And don't call me sir.
As you wish, sir. May I take
you
your
wish,
coat and
wow.
hat, sir?
Thanks, but no. I feel naked without them.
That must make it difficult to clean them.
Was that a joke?
I never joke, sir. It's not my job. I may lie, dissemble, or deceive, but I never joke.
Look, I don't
that's part
want
of
you
your
to
job?
take my coat, okay?
But of course, sir. Sir is welcome to drip all over the immaculate hardwood floor that I spent several hours polishing this morning, because Sir is a guest, and Sir is entitled to do whatever Sir wishes.
not in my house?
I mean, I don't know. If Luton came over to my house and, like, his wet coat was just dripping all over the floor, I don't know that I'd dare to tell him to leave, because he'd whack me in the face with a crowbar and ask me a bunch of questions about murders I don't know about.
I don't know. He seems really hesitant to whack anyone with that crowbar.
Oh, not for one of trying, though. I think that the werewolves Angie was related to. Ah,
Nice house.
that would track.
Sir's taste in architecture must be quite exquisite to so accurately summarize the many splendid cornices and archaic stained glass frescoes of this splendid Lorenzian building as
So fucking
nice.
sassy.
You have a gift for making people feel welcome, don't you?
In such
One
a
is
long-winded
blessed.
way. Tell us about Carlotta. Mayhaps.
So what do you make of
right?
Carlotta, then?
Sir?
Carlotta. Carlotta von Uberwald. She does live here, doesn't she?
Indeed, sir. Sir is as dogged in his pursuit of the truth as he is determined to warp the incalculably valuable hardwood floor by his persistent dripping.
You're not going to give up on this hardwood floor thing, are you?
As ever, Sir is both astute and incredibly stubborn.
What
It's an
about
important set
Carlotta?
of
Get him
skills
a
for a
She's
towel.
also
negotiator.
quite astute and most definitely stubborn.
What
Get
do
a
you think
fucking
about her,
doormat.
then?
I am not paid to form opinions, sir, merely to perform menial actions such as guarding the hardwood floor. A task I am, alas,
Must be a
failing
blast
at the
at parties,
current
this
time.
guy, I'm telling
Will
you.
you shut up about the hardwood floor?
As Sir wishes. I will no longer mention how Sarah's irrevocably damaging timber felled by the hand of the 77th Earl of Ankh. Boards that have lain here for longer than Sir has been alive and that were first laid
If the
before
floor's
Sir's father
that
was even
precious,
glint in
then
the eye
put
of his
something on top
grandfather,
of it for when it's
whomsoever
wet
he may
outside.
be.
Fuck's sake. Persistent dripping
Get
does
a
sound like a
rug.
Discworld name. I legit didn't pay any attention to what he said about Carlotta. Did he say anything about Carlotta, or did he just talk about the floor again?
I only heard stuff about the
I
floor.
think he is only talking about the floor again.
What do you know about a dwarf named Al-Khali?
Regrettably, sir, I know nothing about that person.
Well, we're going to be hearing that a few times.
Do you know?
Yep.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man
Someone you
named
might
Two
know?
Conquers?
I'm sorry. I cannot assist, sir, in that matter.
Oh. There's a different rejection.
Different, no.
Do you know anything about the recent murders in Ankh-Morpork?
I don't know anything about any murders, sir.
Dang it. I doubt you'll know Madame Lodestone.
Have you heard of a singer named Madame Lodestone?
Sure enough. Right.
Okie dokie.
I have an invitation from Carlotta.
Ah, Sir is as quick to reach the point of Sir's visit as a tortoise with a war wound
Look,
is
we
in
had to
crossing
know.
a very large desert. I will fetch Mistress Carlotta for Sir, provided Sir would be so kind as to wait here and not to touch the valuable and irreplaceable furniture that adorns the room Sir is currently dripping on.
I'll see what I can do.
Get a doormat. You weird skating buffoon. Ah,
Go on
no.
the carpet.
Yes, this reads to me as
Can we
here's
look
a
at the
puzzle
big
you have to do
picture?
something in while they're gone.
I couldn't think of a good reason to steal the painting, even though it would have looked great on my office wall. The painting bore a striking resemblance to Carlotta.
The Duchess Charlotte von Uberwald, née Leopoldine. My predecessor, in a sense.
Oh? Are you a
She appeared
duchess?
slightly before the
No,
rest of the room.
but the resemblance is impressive, isn't it? My husband was struck by it from the moment I met him.
Where is your husband?
Dear Ulrich passed away during a civil uprising in Uberwald several years ago. Quite a terrible business, actually. Peasants, pitchforks, burning torches, the usual sort of thing.
Usual?
For Uberwald, certainly. Their ways may seem barbaric, but it's just the way things have always been done. If there wasn't a civil uprising every few years, I do believe the nobility would be most disappointed. Dying at the hands of a mob in a burning castle is practically traditional.
Tradition important to you, is it?
Ever the investigator, eh, Luton? Even your employer isn't beyond suspicion.
My old boss used to say that everyone was guilty of something.
And what are you guilty of?
Too many things,
At the very
sweetie, but
least, stealing
nothing
the
you
crowbar.
need to know about.
I need to go pee again. I'll be back in a
Okay.
few minutes. Talk to the folks. Or don't. It's up to you.
I'll do it with a mouthful of Rebel. Hello, everyone. Behave. Crab isn't here anymore. Are you enjoying the game? Crab will be back unless she falls down the toilet. Flips the stream. Tony! No! This is so much further than I ever got. Yeah. It was really hard. Back in the day, I got stuck a lot. And it helps like knowing the background as well. You know, like it's not trying to world build at the same time. Like I can just be like, oh yeah, instead of wait, is this important stuff or is it just flavor text? But yeah,
Hello.
I'm enjoying it. Hey, Grab.
I am staring into your soul, Dreenog. Hi. Yeah, it's a lot happened in the last few seconds for me. Ulrich.
So what's the story with you and Ulrich?
Do you believe in love at first sight, Luton?
It saves a lot of time, certainly.
Ulrich fell for me the moment we met. I guess seeing that painting every day probably helped.
Don't sell yourself short. You have a few assets of your own. I'm sure it was an equitable
boy.
transaction.
You think I married him for his money?
Did you?
Let me tell you something, Luton. I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is better.
Did you love him?
Does it matter?
It matters to me.
Gender.
Maybe I did. I guess it depends on what love is.
Love is a moment of weakness that allows someone to hurt you more than you ever thought possible. Men were given the strength to be brutes to women, and women were given love to wreak their revenge.
Who was she, Luton?
Who?
The one
He
who
is
left
not
you
okay,
with such
no.
a high opinion of women. She must
No,
have been
he's
quite
not.
a gal.
It was Ilsa. We know her. She kills Luton.
You wanted to know how the case was going.
A girl's got to have hobbies.
I think I'm getting somewhere.
We're all getting somewhere, Luton. The question is, am I going to like where you're going?
I guess we'll just have to find
So
that
I'm
out
looking
the
about this troll named
old-fashioned way.
Therma.
That's me, an old-fashioned girl.
Like the girl in the
If it's gonna
picture.
fit
The
sidetrack.
Duchess? She was quite a trendsetter in her era. She wore her
To be
dress
fair,
so
when a
high,
troll comes up to you
could
and tells you to
almost see
find
her
someone, you
ankles.
find them.
My heart is pounding at the thought. I don't have much to tell you about the case, I'm afraid.
You still haven't found Mundi?
Not yet.
Still not even found
I
any
might
news
do a
about him,
better
frankly.
job if I had more money at my disposal.
Ah, yes, of course. You haven't been paid yet.
Well, it had crossed my mind.
I'm sure I could sort something out.
I didn't doubt that she could. The question was, would she? And more to the point, when would she? What can you tell me about the Duchess?
The Duchess Charlotte von Uberwald. Born Charlotte Ameliorati Victoire Tangerine Leopoldine, she married the Duke when she was 13, which was the style at the time. She was considered a risque dilettante by most of the nobility of Uberwald, and rumors abounded that she caused the heart attack that killed the Marquis of Grand Mal when she showed him her naked knees. Her corset was said to be so tight that her first pregnancy went into extra time, and her first and only son had learned his first word by the time he was born.
You're pretty good on this family history business, then.
I dabble.
The fuck?
What the hell?
What the actual fuck did half of that even mean?
Can we beg her for money?
Oh, we gotta try. We gotta try.
There didn't seem much point discussing that with Carlotta.
Come on.
Luton, it's all you've been talking about.
For fuck's sake,
pay me.
You need to get paid.
What about the invitation?
Don't you think sending me a formal invite was a little over the
I could
top?
very easily have
I
overlooked
got
this.
fed up of waiting for you
It
to
didn't
ask
stand out
to
very
see
much
my
on my
house.
hardwood floor.
What's so special about your house?
It has me in it.
I'm so excited.
When I get excited about something, I give it everything I've got. I'm funny that way.
And what are you excited about?
Why, working with you, Mr. Luton. What else?
I never saw myself as the stimulating kind.
I have strange tastes.
You want a label?
Can you read this?
Let's try not to get too sidetracked, Luton.
But I wanna. You wanna think about Madame Lodestone?
Have you heard of a singer named Madame Lodestone?
Sorry, Luton. I've never heard of them.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with the Mundy case. I suspect is the only thing she'll want to talk about.
What about the murders, though? She might know something about the murders.
Let's give it a go.
You wouldn't have anything to do with the recent murders.
Why, Mr. Luton, you must think the worst of me.
I think the worst of everyone.
Evidently.
That's my job.
Do you think Mundy could have been murdered?
Anyone could be murdered, but speculation is cheap.
And you're not?
I'm not cheap. I'm a bargain.
We didn't try to show her the crowbar, but I suspect it would have just been Luton going, I had to resist the urge to beat in the brains of everyone I came across. I'm perfectly well adjusted.
I wasn't about to ask Carlotta about herself.
Why not? You know,
Said that so with such disgust.
He did, right? About herself. Sickening.
Have you heard of a dwarf who goes by the name of Al Kali?
No, I haven't.
Never mind. It was a long shot.
Again, that was a different no.
Do you know a big, dumb troll called Malachite?
I thought all trolls were big and dumb.
Racist.
This one pushes new boundaries. Do you know him or not?
No, I don't.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named
They're on the
Two
boat with
Conkers?
Mundy.
Be careful, Luton.
They were on the
I
boat with
don't
Mundy. It's
appreciate
relevant,
people
potentially.
wasting my time.
Well, you asked us to come here when we hadn't even found anything.
Right! This is on you, lady, that I've done no solid work towards the case you're paying me for. Theoretically.
Tell me again about Mundy.
What's to tell? I've told you all you need to know.
Do you know anything about the Milka?
Let's try not to get...
Let's tell you to go away. Well, I think we've found anything useful out of that.
See you around, Carlotta.
Sure, Luton. I look forward to it.
If Sarah's not too busy, the master of the house wishes a word with you.
Another person.
And if I am too busy?
The master of the house still wishes a word with you, and I shall be forced to
tempting.
beg.
That sounds like it could be fun.
Did I say beg, sir? I meant resort to violence.
Ah, damn.
In which case, lead the way.
I'm surprised he's not already
Excellent.
resorted to violence, what with us dripping on his hardwood floor all day.
Right?
Oh, I think I remember this guy. Vaguely, at least. Classic. Meet them in the greenhouse. Yeah, sure enough.
Did Count von
Mr.
Uberwald?
I
Luton,
think so.
as I understand it, my daughter-in-law has retained you to investigate a certain matter for her.
That's correct.
Then I take it you will be a frequent visitor to my house.
I
It
like his
seems
slippers.
likely.
Do you know
good,
who I am?
I know that they call you the Count.
Do you know why they call me the Count?
Because you really
Because
love
I
to
am
count.
a Count. Count Henning von Uberwald. One of the Blints von Uberwalds, I ought to add, because frankly, Uberwald had an uncountable
Uberwald.
number of counts. And I'm trapped in Ankh-Morpork at the moment because my current infirmity prohibits me from leaving this room.
That doesn't explain why you
Is
wanted
he
to see me.
French?
I wish
think
to
he's
know
meant to be
what
German,
my daughter-in-law
but it's
has
not.
you investigating.
That's
Maybe it's just
between me and
blended foreign
No,
for this
Yeah.
game.
Mr. Luton, I rather suspect it isn't. You see, Carlotta's hands are not on the von Uberwald purse strings, but mine are.
Ooh, will you pay us?
So you're saying I won't get paid unless I tell you what I'm doing?
No, I'm implying that. Whether or not you actually get paid is a different issue.
What's it to you?
I get very bored. I'm interested as to what goes on around me.
I am
All
a
right.
shit stirrer,
I'm tracking
Mr.
someone
Luton.
for her.
Someone who is missing?
That's right. A man named Mundy.
Oh, I see. Very well. If you keep me informed on the progress of the case periodically, I will ensure that you receive payment.
People from Uberwald canonically speak with a comedy Dracula accent. This isn't a very good comedy Dracula accent.
Why wouldn't they be vampires then?
Right? I guess to just subvert our expectations.
You said you have to stay in the conservatory. Why?
I am not a well man, Mr. Luton. It is hard to say how long I have for this world, or indeed if the next world will take me.
What's so special about the conservatory?
Ankh-Morpork is too hot and humid for my tastes. I had the conservatory built especially. It's colder than the rest of the house. I keep it at the temperature I feel most comfortable with.
Why so cold?
You ask too many questions.
It's our job.
I'm an investigator. It's my job.
See?
Hey.
Well, be thankful that I find your
Oh God, am I
importance
looting?
charming,
Oh no.
or else I might be forced to teach you a lesson.
In your condition?
You would be surprised at just what I can do in my condition, Mr. Luton.
Not ever turn the heat up.
What?
He stays in there because he's cold. Because it's cold. We could just make him mildly uncomfortable.
I have so many ways to make you mildly uncomfortable. You don't even know, Count.
So if I keep you informed on how the Mundy case is going, you'll ensure that I get paid?
As much as it is in my power to do so, yes.
And what if I mention this to Carlotta? Maybe she's got the money from other sources and doesn't need the family money.
A possibility. Very well. I'll offer to pay you irrespective of whether Carlotta pays you herself.
That seems a little unethical. I'd be betraying the trust of a client.
I'll pay you twice your usual fees.
Well, what do you know? Suddenly I've resolved all my ethical dilemmas.
Will you pay us now?
Ethics are a salve for the poor, Luton.
I am the poor.
You sound as if you are proud of the fact.
The poor are often prouder than the rich. They know that what they have can't be taken away.
Why would anyone want to take their poverty away?
I didn't say the poor were smart. I said they were proud.
Christ. Okay.
So the von Uberwalds are wealthy then?
Not compared to some, but we have more than enough to look after our own.
Is Carlotta one of your own?
When she married into us, she became a part of us.
You sound like you don't approve.
My opinions of Carlotta are not the issue. Traditions and ties of blood are stronger than opinions.
But there is no tie of blood between you and Carlotta. She married into the clan.
Mr. Luton, there are ties of blood between all the von
They are
Uberwalds.
incredibly inbred.
In Uberwald, blood is very important.
So they are vampires.
I mean,
Are
it
they?
definitely.
Is it count?
I mean, I can't help but feel if you go by count, and you continue to talk about how important blood is to you, I can't help but feel that you have to be a vampire at that point. But anyway,
Who knows?
Who knows? Let's find out.
So you're a count.
I am the Count, yes.
What's it like?
It's fine. Although one does get the occasional burning
come
desire
on.
to tear out the throat of people who ask
100%.
too
I get
many
that as well, though.
questions.
And
Do
are you
I
a vampire?
have to draw you a picture?
No.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Good.
I can't tell if you were looking over at me menacingly there. If that was just. I imagine he's not going to give
Have
a
you
shit
heard of a
about
singer
this.
named Madame Lodestone?
These days, the only people I know are those who come to the mansion.
Okay, so it's not going to be them then.
Do you know anything about the recent murders?
There are always murders in Uberwald. I don't see why these should be any different.
I was talking about the murders here in Ankh-Morpork.
Mr. Luton, I couldn't be less interested in the petty crimes of this wretched city.
Do you know a woman named Ilsa or a man named Two
He's
Conquers?
not gonna know anyone. He didn't get out much.
I think that's fair.
Tell me about Carlotta.
I find it impertinent that you should ask questions so boldly of me.
You'll live.
It's our job.
It is fortunate that I find your manner amusing.
I guess
feel
this
like
must
you
be
do.
my lucky day.
Very well.
I don't laugh much
Carlotta
these
became
days.
a member of the family
hurts
by
my
marrying
lungs.
my son Ulrich, who is no longer with us.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he returned to Uberwald several years ago.
Nigel playing
I'm
his
sorry. I
German
thought
or
he was
foreign
dead.
accent
Oh, he is.
is not
And,
that great.
Alas, Carlotta is now part of my family, and
You
I
try
have
and
a
bless him.
duty to protect her.
Why do you
I'm
dislike
thinking
her so
French
much?
all the time.
It is not something you
Except for
should
when-
trouble yourself with.
He says Uberwald.
In which case it goes like beyond German.
What can you tell me about Mundy?
I'm afraid I can tell
How
you
good you are
nothing.
then, eh?
But I would be interested in what you
No
have to
shit
say
about him. He was on a
about
boat.
Monday.
That's literally all I know.
Carlotta says he's an ex-lover and she suspects him of cheating on her.
And you believed her?
Whether I believe her or not is immaterial.
Think someone would do that? Hire a private investigator and just lie?
Do you
I
know
hope
anything
not.
about the Milka?
I'm
makes things too
sorry, but I
confusing.
don't get out of the conservatory much.
Well,
Thanks for nothing, Count.
you want an invitation?
Carlotta sent me an invitation card.
My, what a fascinating thing to insert into an otherwise interesting conversation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to glare at you until you change the subject.
I should start trying
Fucking
that.
hell.
I'll be back later.
I look forward to it.
Oh, that was fun. Can I sneak away? No. Oh.
What's the window say? See, it looks like a werewolf.
It is a werewolf.
Yeah.
It's a wolf at the very least. Nope.
I confess, I was consumed with avarice, but I wasn't about to steal an entire staircase.
What?
I get the horrible feeling it's meant to have changed to a different scene now.
Oh no,
It's not
they.
done so. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Hello again.
Hello.
I take it Sir still does not wish for me to take Sir's coat.
No.
Very good, sir. Please feel
I
free
will.
to continue to
I'll
damage
fucking
the
tap dance on it
priceless
like I'll
hardwood
tap dance
floor.
on your grave, fucker. I mean, so I have a suspicion. Since he walks away to go and get Carlotta, I think we can probably do something while he's gone in that other screen. I'm gonna give it a go.
I'd like to see Carlotta.
Oh my God,
Many
Rox,
people
this-
wish to
no,
see
you haven't
Carlotta.
started.
Let us see if you are blessed by her wishing to see you.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Watch him weirdly skate away.
Back for more,
no,
Luton?
okay.
What can I say? I can't.
Bye.
See you around, Carlotta.
Sure,
Oh,
Luton. I look forward to it.
Is that a
Ulrich,
dad? Or the
Ulrich,
count?
I don't remember who Ulrich was, but we talked to her about him already. I think that's...
Oh, okay.
I actually don't know who that is.
Was it her husband?
Well, you see, I'd think that, but... Oh, the dead husband, okay.
Yeah, the
'Cause I was
dead
like-
husband, yeah.
Because I was like, but then who's Mundy to her? Because if she's angry about
Mundy
him
is-
cheating, she's got nothing to... No legs to stand on.
Yeah, yeah, the husband's dead.
Yeah, okay.
Like, was it 6 years ago, she said? And the son of the guy we just talked
Yes.
to. Okay.
The son of
The
the
Count.
son of the count. Yeah, I couldn't remember what he was to her because I'm paying good attention. I can read and think at the same time.
I can't.
Me neither. I was lying to try and impress you all. Did we get? I think we got a thing in our notebook about the count, right? We could ask Carlotta about him.
Yeah. No?
Hey, okay.
Other.
Let's try it. While we're in town, Luton, please stop moving while I'm trying to investigate your pockets.
I'd like...
Make it
Lettuce?
snappy.
Lettuce. I'm such a
Back
fan
for
of
more,
lettuce.
Luton?
What can I...
I don't need the invitation anymore. Go away.
Do you get on with the Count?
Henning? He's harmless. He's from a pretty civilized branch of the clan.
He's your father-in-law, I take it.
Hey, what do you know? You are a detective after all.
He
Aw,
doesn't
shucks.
seem very well.
I doubt he'll last the year.
And when he dies, you inherit it all?
Gods, no. The house belongs to the von Uberwald clan now. There's thousands of them. I might have married into them, but they'd never let me keep the house. It belongs to the family, you see. Why? Looking for suspects? Wondering if the old man's failing health is the result of poison administered to him carefully? in
Like
his
this bottle of poison I have
No,
right
but
here.
those are good ideas. Thanks for the tip.
Okay. Well, that got us nowhere, but it was worth
See
a
you
go.
around, Carlotta.
Sure, Luton. I look forward to it.
Cool.
Useful though they are.
No, there we go. I don't think we've got anywhere new unlocked. So, what have we learned? We can talk to people about Count von Uberwald now.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, sometimes when you revisit places,
Yeah.
they, there's new characters or
We've not-
characters have moved or something.
Yeah. We've not been to the cafe for a while. Or Pseudopolis?
Yeah. Just wander around.
Yeah. See if stuff's happened anywhere. Anything new in the alleyway? Golem still going? Golem still going!
The golem was loading wine barrels onto the cart, calmly and diligently. I would have pitied it, but there didn't seem much point. It was just magically animated clay.
Wunderbar. Okay. Ilsa, are you here? You think of anything we need to ask the captain about? I don't think there is, really.
Is there anything in
Oh,
the
maybe
notebook
about
we
Ilsa and
talked about?
Two Conkers.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
Hello again.
Hello yourself.
Do the names Ilsa and Two Conquers mean anything to you?
How many names is that?
2.
Apparently not.
They were on your ship.
Ah, I see. Ask me that question again.
Do the names Ilsa and Two Conquers mean anything to you?
Yes, they were on my ship.
You're not gonna tell me anything useful, are you?
It's not looking likely, is it?
You jerk.
Worth a try, but also fuck
I'll
you.
see you around, Captain.
But maybe the first mate will know something. If we ask. Seems unlikely, but...
Hmm.
Do you have anything particularly to ask Ilsa about?
Can you open the notebook without talking to anyone?
If Luton will stop wandering around when I try. I don't... Because I think we asked about Malachite and Firma, and she had nothing. We asked about the murders. I think the only real new thing is the Count.
Yeah.
Which I don't imagine she'd have anything to say about.
We could try. Can we speak to? We can't speak to Samael, can we?
Probably not, but worth a go.
Samael.
Samael, talk to us, please. Dear friend.
Do you know the Count?
I decided not to disturb Samael while he was working.
Fine.
Yeah, maybe Pseudopolis.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Pseudo Police Yard.
Hello, Luton.
I really wanted to ring the bell, but given that Nobby was right in front of me, it would just have wound him up.
That's why I want to do it. Wind the knobby up. Wind the knobby up.
Hello again. Hello.
Hello. All right. What do you know about the Uberwalds?
Do you know anything about Count von Uberwald? Never heard of him.
No,
real?
I don't think Nobby's gonna know anything.
Probably not. But while we're here, we might as well ask.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a troll by the name of Madame
I'm
Lodestone?
wondering if you might know anything about where she might be buried.
Madame Lodestone?
Oh?
Oh, there's a name I've not heard in
Ooh.
quite a while.
Oh.
You know her then? Well, no, but I've heard of her. She died in some sort of construction mishap. A mishap, Nobby.
Mishap.
Whatever.
Mishap.
Anyway, if memory serves, they put her body in the
There you
Salacious
go.
Mausoleum.
Hooray!
Somehow she ended up in such an exclusive establishment, but that's how I heard it. That doesn't sound very likely. You did ask.
Excellent. Right, shall we just head
Thank
right there
you,
then?
Nobby. Yeah.
I reckon.
Catch you later, Nobby. Like measles, maybe. Or athlete's foot.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a good theme.
It really is. Oh God.
Sometimes it does take a bit to think about it. Sometimes it does take a bit. There you go.
There we go. Oh,
The
it's
Salaci family mausoleum
video.
was one of
Yeah.
the most beautiful buildings I'd ever seen, nestled in an upmarket part of the city of Ankh. It was unguarded because, quite frankly, no one in their right mind would do anything to offend the Salaci family, given their ties to the Assassin's Guild. It wasn't just something that wasn't done, it was also something that wasn't survived.
Well, not feeling so great about our grave robbing plan now. Maybe not in our best interests. I am.
Well, we gotta do it for the troll.
We gotta do it for Malachite. Just gonna quickly save. I did save
Yeah.
during the break, but no harm in saving more regularly.
Yeah.
The Salaci family mausoleum was full of tombs. More chambers, annexes, vaults, sepulchres, and catacombs than a thesaurus.
It wasn't something that wasn't done, but it was something that wasn't done twice. That is an excellent line, Remain. Holy shit.
I tried to find Therma's grave, but it was a waste of time. You'd need to be an expert in heraldry or genealogy to even begin to navigate around it. I'll say this for the nobility. They keep their dead well indexed.
You know who might be good at genealogy and shit. And nobility and nonsense like that.
Carlotta!
Hell yeah!
Hello again.
I mostly remember that solution
I
because
take it Sir still does not wish for me to take
the next
Sir's
cutscene
coat.
when I last
No.
played this game,
A very good,
it
sir.
got stuck.
Please feel free to
So
continue
she says
to
a line,
damage
so we're
the
looking for a
priceless
troll
hardwood floor.
named Therma. But when I played it was just like, so we're looking for a troll, we're looking for a troll, we're looking
Oh,
for a troll, we're
no.
looking for a troll, we're looking for a troll named Therma. Let's see if it does it again.
I'd like to see...
Let it. Lennon.
Back for more, Luton?
Yeah,
what can I
help us
say?
get around a
I
mausoleum,
can't
please.
get enough of you.
Select a mausoleum.
I need your help.
I'm not hard to get, Luton. All you have to do is ask.
I need your knowledge. I need to find a particular tomb in the Salaci Mausoleum, but I don't know enough about genealogy. You do.
The Selaci Mausoleum? That could be trouble.
Don't worry. I'm not going to mess with the tombs. I know better than to offend a family whose ties with the Assassin's Guild go back to its very foundation. I just want to see if someone's buried there.
Who's the stiff?
A troll named Therma.
A dead troll? You don't get much stiffer than that, I suppose.
Will you help me or not?
Of course, although I'm not really properly dressed for a mausoleum. You don't mind waiting while I get changed?
It's not like Therma's going anywhere.
Oh, it's all happening now.
Now let's get this straight. We're looking
Hooray.
for a troll named Therma.
As far as I know, yes, but she may be in here under the name Madame Lodestone.
Okay, then we can rule out the Fornix Sanguis Ceruleus.
What?
The Blue Blood Vault. She wouldn't be buried here if she wasn't. We can probably eliminate the heroic decapitated war veterans vault and the thoroughbred pet vault. Do you know what relation this troll had to the Selaci family?
Does there have to be one? Well, your guess is as good as mine. It took Carlotta a while to work it out, but we eventually found a Madame
the
Lodestone
cutscene played
in the
faster than
Fornix
it was meant to.
Famulus. The servitor's
Oh, God.
vault. Guess she used to keep the floors real clean or something.
Hey.
Here we are. Madame Lodestone.
There's an inscription. Madame Lodestone, singer and retainer of Lord Robert Salaci, taken from us when her house collapsed, returning her to the rubble from whence she came.
Say from
Not
whence
much
to
of an
whence.
epitaph. Still, it's more than I expect mine will say. I'll probably end up with whatever's written on the cement bag round my feet.
Maybe it'll be a lovely epitaph, you don't know. Some real thoughtful mobsters.
Carlotta?
Ooh.
Carlotta? She
the-
She was a
disappeared
ghost the
without
whole
even a
time.
word. I couldn't work that woman out.
on
Still,
bat
she'd found me
form.
the tomb, which left me trying to decide whether or not to tell Malachite.
I mean, yeah, we gotta tell Malachite,
What was the whole point?
right?
Can we look in it?
Let's find out. I reckon it's gonna be too heavy.
A heavy stone slab covered the tomb of Madame Lodestone, and presumably
Ooh,
Therma's
this
body
is how
was
we
inside.
get the grapple hook then, isn't it?
I think it is, yes. From Malachite. Alright. Let's go see a boy. Literally, the first bit of that song is stuck in my head because it keeps playing just that bit whenever you go to the map. Anything beyond there is anyone's guess. Assassin's Guild would engrave a loving epitaph on your tenement boots, then charge extra for it. I mean, I wish I could say you're wrong, but you ain't. Yo, Malachite.
Hello again, Malachite. No, don't say anything. I know how you'd love to talk, but I'd hate for you to wear out that beautiful voice of yours.
Come on. Leave the poor boy be. He's about to learn that Therma's dead.
Well, I think I found Therma's body. It's in the Salachi Mausoleum.
Need to see body. Take me there.
Okay. Nice to see someone dealing with the grieving process at high speed. Cut straight to the acceptance. It saves a lot of time, doesn't it? I don't know why I bother sometimes. Not as if he's listening to me. Maybe it'd help if I hit him with something, like maybe a really heavy building.
Need to see body.
Of course you do. Here's the tomb.
Need to
Wait,
see
did we pick up the
body.
hook?
Hey,
Was
it's
it
going to
wasn't
be
there? I
pretty
didn't see
ugly
it.
in there.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, she was crushed under a house. That'd mess up even a troll.
Need to see body.
Malachite pushed the slab off the tomb like he was opening a jam jar. Inside was
Tucks
some
it
rubble
away.
that I assumed was Therma's body. Frankly, there wasn't much to go on. Trolls are rocks, and that's the whole story.
I wonder how easy it was to
Not
separate her from the building.
Keep looking.
Not
Are you
Therma.
crazy? How could you tell?
Not Therma. Keep looking.
I was beginning to wonder if Malachite was mad. If he was, I could at least make use of it. Okay, I've got no soul. I must be a heel. All right, I'll keep looking. But I've got a problem. There's this building I need to get into, but I can't do it. I need a grappling
Hey, there you
iron.
go.
A grappling
Hey.
iron, like the one you have. Look, I need to borrow your grappling iron. Do you understand?
You didn't
Give
give him a
you
chance to answer before you
you
started assuming
find
he was too stupid to
Therma.
get it.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but wonder what it meant if that rubble wasn't Therma. Had Sapphire lied to me? I wouldn't be surprised. Frankly, I was more surprised by people telling me the truth than
Can't say the
tell
word
lies.
surprise properly.
Lies flow
Surprise.
like water, but the truth burns. That's not a bad line. I better write that down. Malachite gave me the grapple and left the mausoleum without another
You want to
word.
put the slab back on? No?
Nope.
Cool. The assassins are going to be after us then, I guess.
Mm.
Neat. Love that. Then can we have a look at the rubble?
The rubble was definitely the body of a troll. But according to Malachite, it wasn't Therma's body. I examined the body closely, but all I could see of interest were the troll's
Yeah, I can see
diamond
those.
teeth glinting at me.
Hey, hang on. What if we...
Crowbar the teeth.
just real quick.
Take it or leave it. That was all there was to the tooth. Could Luton resist taking the tooth? The big diamond tooth? The beautiful shiny tooth? The jolly candy-like tooth? Could I resist taking it? Could
tell us?
anyone resist taking it?
Did you take
Did
it?
we? Did you take it?
I think not, because I don't think we got the item get jingle. Can I just take it without the
All my
crowbar?
best instincts told me not to take the tooth, but I just ignored them.
There we go.
Hooray!
I mean, hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, eh?
Yeah,
Um,
it's not Therma.
Yeah, exactly.
Rando.
It's just someone else with diamond teeth that we're just gonna take now. Okay, I reckon. Shall we call it there for tonight? So we have time between.
Oh,
beats.
yes. Yes, I'll start Twin Peaks at 1:30.
Hell yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it.
It's so good. I'm having a great
Yeah.
time, and I
Like
feel like
playing this
people
through
in
with
chat.
someone as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the time I'll get to a point and I'll just be like, right, that's it for me then.
Yeah. No, I think this is working real good. So we'll have a chat about how often we're going to do this, but
Excellent.
we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming by. I had a blast. Thank you again, Pern, as always, for joining
Thank
me.
you for having me.
You wonderful bean you. Let me give you a shout out. If someone somehow isn't following Pern yet, get
what
on
are you
it.
doing?
What's
what are
wrong
you-
with you? You monster! You fiend! Follow Pern, or I'll be so sad. You can't really make out my sad face so much in the black and white, but I'm doing it. Now I'm got a hat under my hat. Anyway, yeah, we'll be back sometime soonish with some more Discworld Noir, I'm sure. I'll probably be back a little sooner than that with some more Pokemon. Let's be real. There's the ads. Well, you know what? That's fine. It's the end of the stream. Who cares?
Yeah.
Casey's not still going, is she?
Let me see. Nope.
Very well.
Oh, hi!
Oh. Thank you, someone, for following. Nominally Nell, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you had a grand time. I know I did. Shall we just read Sean? Let's see how
Game
Sean.
sounds bizarre. Yeah, let's raid Sean.
It's the game is struggling. Sean vids.
I think it might be loading too fast.
Yeah, I think that
like
might
old
be.
games do that. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's catching up to itself. But that's fine. We can live with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you all again very much for coming by, and we'll see you again soon.